Chaddington! Chaddington! Is Chaddington doing good though? Is Chaddington doing hella good though? Are we scrumptious? Are we scrumptiousingtoned? Are we looking mad good though, Chaddington? Are we no? Chat! I'm not seeing enough movement, no! I'm not seeing enough movement, no! My Pookie Barrington, no! Hey, chat! How's everyone doing today? Are we all having a good day today? Holy, busy day for me! Busy day for me. I hope you guys are having a good old busy day as well, chat, wherever you are in the world currently. Well, I mean, we got 6 regions in this tournament finals today. So if you're part of one of those 6 regions, I mean, you have a busy day today because some of your favorite players are playing inside of this tournament, bruh. Some of the biggest and best players on the planet, chat. Some of the most notable top tier professionals of all time. Beavis, thanks very much for the 5 Canadian, bro. He said, hey, daddy, what the hell, chat? Mods, take him down. Take him down, mods. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, chat. Welcome in. Quick update, though, as we get into this stream. I've heard that the Philippines are having a little bit of a blackout right now. Unfortunate events, man. Unfortunate events. Luckily, it hasn't targeted everyone. We still have a lot of people, so we should be okay. We should be okay. I actually see Holy Father's actually joined. He was one of the players in the brownout, I believe it's called, where they basically throttle your electricity. I don't know. I've never experienced that in my entire life. I think they need to fix that, to be honest. I think they definitely need to fix that for sure, bro. But yeah, chat, it's going to be a great day today, dude. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic day today. I'm excited for it, chat. I'm excited for it because we're going to be able to crown the best duo pretty much of all time, bruh. Pretty much of all time. Because this time, we're rocking no cheesy tactics. Now, that being said, I still think the duo that performed well last week is going to perform well this week, man. I still think they are. I think they're going to do really good. I have high expectations for them. I also have high expectations for Slayer and his duo, obviously Low-Tech's, Guh, even Holy Father, man. Holy Father and Marab, I have high expectations for them too. I really hope that we see some big-time players making some big-time plays today, chat. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and go through the rules. If you're watching over on TikTok or on the YouTube short form, you can just listen to me talk about what's going on here. So this is what the scores will look like towards the end, YouTube. As usual, the event rules are as follows. We're going to be playing 4 games isolated, 3 games of Blackout. Blackout's going to be first. Wait, what? I thought I changed this already. Well, I guess I did have a busy day. Also, there's going to be things banned like Jackal, Tempest, and Medic. Those are the only 3 things banned along with teaming, chat. Along with teaming, so you cannot team inside of this tournament. On your screen, you can see the MVPs. We have got Slayer in the number 1 spot. We got Super Jeff in the number 2 spot and Guh in the number 3 spot right now for the MVP list. If you didn't check out the MVP list on my TikTok story last week, you can see that it's pretty much dominated by Filipinos. There's about 7 or 8 Filipinos in there, and then we've got Slayer from the European region, and we've got Magic from the Latam region, chat. So it's been an interesting one. Slayers came up in the last couple of tournaments. Last tournament, he fell down significantly, though. He had a really strong lead against pretty much everyone else. And then the lead has collapsed in on itself. He's only about 10 points away from Super Jeff, so Super Jeff is right behind him. Also, Super Jeff featured in our YouTube long-form video today. Madnan put it as the pinned comment. There it is. I see it right there. But if you want to check out that in between games, you're more than welcome to do so. We literally just posted it like an hour ago or whatever. But yeah, chat, I'm excited for today. It's going to be a big race to see who can keep that MVP crown, or maybe a new player will take the MVP crown. I believe the last time it wasn't Slayer, it was probably Guh. If I had to guess who it would have been, it was probably Guh on the top spot, not going to lie. But yeah, there's a little bit of iffiness going on for the brownout. just in the country of the Philippines, nobody else has this. I've actually never seen a country as big as the Philippines have like blackouts across different states. I've just never seen it before. It's a first for me, chat. That's for sure. It's a first for me. I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through the team list real quick. So, ooh, interesting. Some of the most notable teams that we have here. Of course, team number 1 is going to feature Holy Father. He's actually pairing up with Marab, who is a player from Lebanon in the Middle East. It's actually not too far from me. I have a couple of friends who are Lebanese as well that go to my gym in Dubai. Team 2, Ge is splitting up with Lotex, and he's going to be playing with Tom Pips. You can see Super Jeff is taking a spot there in team number 2, but he's actually over in team number 3, I believe. Team 5, Remy is splitting up with Holy Father and now playing with Tokyo because Holy Father is playing with Marab that I just said moments ago. Notable for team 6, Slayer's now playing with Necro, which was a teammate of his for the Rebirth Island tournament instead of playing with Loading, which he was playing with last week. Keep in mind, that duo actually won the last duo event that we held before this year's one, so they've split up because of their bad performance last week, and now Slayer has a new duo out, and it's not Lotex, and it's not Loading. It is Necro. Always have to take my time pronouncing that guy's name, man, because it is an interesting one. I might get cancelled sometime in the future for his name, not gonna lie. Neck, I need you to change it, bro. Like, what the frick, bro? Team number 9... we've got Wagner and Balor are together. One of them is from the Philippines, while the other one is currently living in Germany. Team number 13, another big mention. We've got our Latam goats being Magic and Patata. Magic is, I think he's borderlining underrated territory because he's in the top 10 for the MVPs, and nobody's really talking about how good he is on high MS. And I think there's something to be said about players like Slayer, players like Lotex, and players like Magic when it comes to performing on very high ping. And those 3 are some of the best 3 players at being able to do that. I know Lotex used to complain about it, but he's still up at the tippity top when it comes to doing it. Going down again, a notable team. Team 14 is going to be Senior J and Kust. I can see them right there, Team 14. They actually won last week's duos, so it'll be interesting to see if they can come through and win this week's duos. I have no idea if they're going to be able to go back to back. Of course, this week is going to be played completely differently just because of the fact that Medic is banned, Jackal is banned, and of course, Tempest is out as well. Tempest was out last week, but the other 2 things weren't, and I think it's going to dramatically change up this entire tournament. Going down the list even further, Team 15, we've got Secret and Stiller. They were top 3 last week, so maybe they will have a chance to be able to secure their W inside of this week's tournament because they really didn't benefit from the Medic strat that was held last week, which basically every other duo did. Every other duo pretty much did that. Interestingly enough, team number 19, you can see Baller has actually joined. Now, you guys know I only want the best of the best inside of these tournaments, but I'll make an exception for one player and one player only. He's pretty much the new generation piece of heaven. If you don't know who that is, I mean, you're not OG in the slightest. But this guy has made it himself known by being the biggest noob in COD M. But I think he's faking it. And we have challenged him with Kidlie here to see if he's actually good under the covers. And if he is faking being a noob, because there's no way somebody's that bad at Call of Duty Mobile after playing for that long, brother. There's just absolutely not a chance, broski. Team 20, we've got Garju and Venge from the Philippines playing as a duo. I'm not familiar with this duo, so I'm interested to see how they come through here in this duo finals. Then team number 21 is Glitch and Strain Sniping, who are also a new duo into the finals, chat. So we'll have to see what these new... Wait, hold on. There's no way that could be team 21, man. And you're gonna need to give me a little update on that one, Brisky. But yeah, I can see on TikTok people are saying, yeah, can't open his account. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that, and we won't be able to stop the tournament if he can't open his account. I don't know why he can't do that, but there's nothing we can do. We have a strict schedule. We can't hold it off for somebody to get in, and that's going to be on him for sure. But yeah, chat, we're going to get ready to get into the first game of today's series. There's 3 games on Blackout, and there is 4 games on Isolated, chat. 4 games Isolated, 3 games Blackout. Because of there being a bug inside of the duos version of private matches, we're doing all 3 of the first games on Blackout, so it's going to be Blackout back to back to back, and then right after that, we're going to do 4 games of Isolated. Usually, we do Isolated Blackout, Isolated Blackout, Isolated Blackout, and we kind of like put them one after each other, but just the way that the settings are working right now in the game, it's bugged. We've already informed Activision about this, so they're looking for a hot fix real quick. But for this tournament, we're going to make it in chunks. So we're going to see the best Blackout duos, then the best Isolated duos, and at the end, we're going to congratulate whoever is the best duo for not using Medstrat. Listen, Medstrat, it's cool. It's an awesome strategy to do if you don't want to take fights. But we like seeing competitive tournaments. We like seeing tournaments where mechanical gun skill is a top priority, and I think this is going to be just that, chat. I think that's going to be exactly what this is. Also, speaking a little bit more about the teams here, Madnan's actually sent me a list of qualifying teams. So if you didn't watch the qualifiers, I'll run them through you real quick. We'll slide right down to the bottom so that you can see all of those qualifier names that actually went through the qualifiers yesterday in a 4-game series. We've got Quajotes. Those guys are from USA and Costa Rica. They're Team 44. We've got Team 45, which is the Kuro duo, which is Chucky and Fallon. They're also from the USA. So we had 2 teams primarily from America qualify. Then we've got Golden Duo, that's Nagdi and Andrew. They slipped in right at the end of the qualifiers yesterday, getting 31 points in the last game to get right up in there. They're from Egypt and Turkey, so we got an African player in there along with a Turkish player for team number 46. Team 47, we've got Enigma Legend, that's Julio and Yimbo. They're from Venezuela, and they are really, really fun to watch. They actually might be my favorite, yeah, they are. They're my favorite qualification team to watch because they're hyper aggressive. They're always trying to find kills in as many different ways as possible, and I love tuning into them, so we're definitely going to give them a little bit of a watch throughout this 7-game series. Right below that, we've got Team 48. That's going to be the Icon duo. That features Rezox and Insolence. They have actually won a Blackout tournament back, God, it must be over 2 years ago now, or almost 2 years ago now, when they won that event so long ago, right when we started our tournaments pretty much. But they cooked, and Rezox got a 1v4 in the end game. Obviously, times have changed. Players are not as bad now as they were back then, and I said it in the qualifiers, I'm going to say it again. There's never been a period in COD Mobile history where there has been so many outstanding players. There's literally top tier players from Team 1 the whole way down to Team 50. In fact, the only bad player or player that's not a top tier pro is Baller. And I still think I'm on the side that thinks that he is like pretending he's a noob. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Team number 49, we got Boludo Azir. That's Rojo and Frost Blue. They barely qualified yesterday, along with a Bull Boss and ICANN being the last qualifying team in the qualifiers yesterday. They barely got in. It's the first time they've been back in a tournament, I feel like, in over 2 months, bro. I feel like it's been a year since I seen a Bull Boss and ICANN from the Middle East come in and play in a tournament of ours. But of course, we welcome them back, man, with open arms. We love to see a Bull Balls and ICANN cook in lobbies. They didn't cook yesterday, so I'm kind of hoping that they lock in a little bit today. It looks like Guz got into his account. Tom's also here. You know what? This is the best we could have asked for. We were actually quite worried earlier. Me and Mannam were sitting down talking, and we were discussing, oh no, there's been an announced brownout, which is essentially when periodically throughout a day, a country goes through blackouts temporarily, and it seems like Philippines has one of those today, but it looks like everyone's here. It looks like everyone's here before I can get through everything, and yeah, we were actually going to start before Guh joined, but he joined in time, and it looks like we have 99 out of 100. Somebody just got kicked out. Guh, Tom Pips, do you have an explanation for me? Explanation for me? But while we wait for this to start up, let me know what team you think's gonna win it all. Let me know what team you think's gonna win it all. Also, in our next tournaments, we're gonna be including a little graphic on screen, at least for the YouTube stream, where I say my favorites. What teams I think are Ferg's favorite to win. I'm going to give you 3 teams every single tournament that I think has the highest chance of winning. But I'll say them out loud without having a graphic on the screen for this time around. I'm going to give one of my top 3 Ferg favorite votes. I'm always going to have to go with Slayer. So it's going to be Slayer and Necro are going to be one of my top 3 favorites to get into the finals. Well, to get into the top 3 and win it all. They'll be one of my top 3 favorites. I'm also going to put a top 3 Shuyin. Oh, am I going to say... Yeah, screw it. I'm going to say, as long as their internet survives and their electricity doesn't die, I'm going to say Ge and Tom Pips. I feel like they could hop up here and really stand above all. Of course, Super Jeff and Narosa are in there too, but I don't want to give both of those top 3 picks to two Filipino teams, right? Because we have a European team, which is Slayer and Necro. We've got a Filipino team. I'm going to go... Oh, it's between Ge and Tom and then Super Jeff and Narosa. I'm gonna go with Ge and Tom. Just because Ge performed so bad last week, I feel like he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder, so I'm gonna go with team number 2. And then my final team, I'm gonna have to go with Senior J and Kust, because they won last duos event last week. So I'm going to have to go with them, chat. Absolutely. I'm going to have to go with them. So we got Senior J and Kust, we've got Ge and Tom, and we've got Slayer and Necro for Ferg's favorite top 3 picks, chat. That's my top 3 favorite picks. I hope that they perform, but it is duos, and it's the Wild West out here. We literally looking like year 1, season 6, Call of Duty Mobile's update, Wild West. If you weren't playing back then, chat, unfortunately, you weren't an OG, okay? You weren't a freaking OG, broski. Loyal, thanks very much for the galaxies. We get ready to go into game number 1. Matter of fact, I don't even have Tickfinity on, so I'll turn that on just for you right now, broski. Appreciate it. All right, let me also turn up the game volume so that we can listen in to arguably the biggest and best duos tournament of all time, broski. All right, it's gonna be a good one, chat. I'm ready for this today. What's up, Shark? Long time no see, broski. Couple of Filipino flags going off in the chat right now. East is taking the top spot for the gifter on TikTok straight away. Thank you very much, chat. I'm excited for this one. Broski. I will say Marab and Holy Father are quite a dark horse. I don't know if Marab and Holy Father can communicate in perfect English. I know Holy Father is learning English and he's getting way better really fast at English, because when I went into his stream, he was speaking to Marab really well. But I just don't know if there will be a lack of communication there, and in duos you need such good, crisp communication that they may not be able to clutch up on the main stage, chat, but who knows? I could be completely wrong. I could be completely damn wrong. Absolutely. Is that Ghost again with a $50 donation? I swear to God, it's Ghost back again after yesterday's qualifiers. All right, let's see where the first teams are landing in at. We got a couple of teams over by Estate. Why am I not surprised, chat? Why am I not surprised? You can see Tom and Ge landing over by Construction Site. I know a couple of people are going to want to know where Marab and Holy Father are landing. They're landing late zone, but there is, oh my gosh, there's 3 other teams landing there. Oh, that's not going to be good. We got the girly pop duo from Europe landing with them, along with, I can only assume it's the geek duo, and M7 Nagdi and Andrew, who came through the qualifiers earlier. Chapo's already being knocked and fully eliminated. Not sure if his teammate is still alive to try and save the day there, but matter of fact, since we didn't get to see that African fight, let's check out the other Africans in this tournament. We got Dell and Aegon still alive. They're going to be over by Houseboat this time around, so they're still alive. Not taking early game fights. That's actually far better to do. You don't want to be taking early game fights inside of a duos tournament, that's for sure. A lot of fighting's going down, so we're going to hop onto the Filipino girly pops here. We got Cody and Jachi. Cody's still alive. Jachi's already eliminated, so there's been a lot of kills off the bat here. I can see loading in there for team number 39. This player is arguably one of the most underrated performers in the tournaments, but last week he had a terrible tournament, bro. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. You guys know I keep it 100% honest with you, and loading, big disappointment yesterday. He went from being one of the most underrated players to being maybe even slightly overrated when he was playing with Slayer for the last duos event. That being said, it was a little bit gimmicky and cheesy last week because of the medic. So we had to take it out and run it back-to-back Fridays here, ladies and gentlemen. We've actually hosted $30,000 of tournaments in the last 4 weeks alone. So in the last month alone, there's been over $30,000 of Call of Duty Mobile tournaments. Let's take a little look over to Father and Marab, as it looks like they're in a little bit of a fight. Father's able to get a knock instantly. Needs to shoot that. Able to get it down. All right. Might be able to get a two-piece here. Father spots him. Oh my God. There we go. Forget the blackout in the Philippines. Father's still popping off. But don't let that distract you from the fact that Zayna and Scylla are right around the corner. Oh, shots are going to go down here. I get out of that situation. It's the girly pops from Europe. Arguably the best girl duo from the entire continent of Europe. Now in a fight against Marab and Holy Father here. The question is, do they know the duo that they're going against? I'm not sure if Zayna and Scylla know, but hey, they don't want to take that fight anyway, ladies and gentlemen. They're not down to take that fight whatsoever. You know what? They must know it's them. I would do the same thing. I'm not trying to go against Marab and Holy Father any day of the week at the start of a game inside of a $10,000 tournament. So let's hop on board and watch somebody else. For now, we got Mello teaming up with a new guy that I'm actually not familiar with, known as Nana. They're over by the other side of the bottoms portion of the zone, and it looks like the two African duos have actually landed right beside each other. That's going to be interesting. But I tell you what's even more interesting. I just seen Kust in the kill feed here, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can try and find him to figure out if they're in a rough spot. Remember, Kust and Senior J won the last duo tournament. Senior J has been known as one of the best players in Call of Duty Mobile's Battle Royale, at least for iFerg tournaments, for over the last 2 years. He's been on top for the last 2 years at least. So I expect big things out of him today. I didn't actually expect him to win last week, though, so that was surprising. They did a great job, for sure. Really, guys? Guys, there's $10,000 on the line. Guys, Marab, Holy Father. Listen, I understand that you're matching, or at least trying to match with artery skins, but guys, there's $10,000. Holy Father, there's 10,000. There's $10,000! Oh, okay. I mean, while they're goofing off, this duo might take them out. It's Tech Off and Future rotating into the zone beside M7 Marab and Holy Father now. See this duo right here? They qualify with ease. They actually qualified in first place yesterday, so these guys are technically the best duo for the week in Call of Duty Mobile right now. I don't really think they realize. Can somebody spam their chat and tell them there's a duo here? Because they need to start taking this seriously. This team could easily wipe them, even in a 1v2 situation. They know that they're in there too. He's shooting through the walls as well. Future now rotating in. It's going to be a 2v2 fight. I really don't want to see Marab or Holy Father die here. They need to rotate out of this situation. Please, for the love of God. Oh no, this is over. There's no way they win this. Absolutely no way Holy Father clutches on the main stage here, right? Nope, he's going to get one pump by the shotgun. Marab's trying to rotate out, and they get instantly wiped. Like I said, this #1 qualification team are not to be messed with. Takeoff and Future from the USA and Costa Rica. It's actually the first time we've had players from the USA performing good in qualifiers and in finals for our tournament. Listen, I mean, Holy Father, you gotta step it up, bro. What the hell was that, bro? Marab, you think you're getting out of this without getting cooked too? Where's the movement? Where's the Middle Eastern movement, buddy? The Lebanese people are disappointed after that. Okay, I need you guys to step it up. As it looks like Gut and Tom have survived construction site. They didn't get any kills though. Let's hop on board the Slayer. Our current Ferg tournament MVP for the year. The MVP tracker started back in January, and right up until now, Slayer has crowned himself as the current #1 player inside of our tournaments. Looks like they're not up to much right now, so we'll go over and check Ballers. He's decided he wants to team up with Wagner. We got a little EU Filipino duo going on over here, and I think that was the Middle Eastern duo. Ooh, it is. Well, look at this spot, though. From Africa's very own. Oh my god, this spot's disgusting, and I love it. Oh, I absolutely love this spot, but this is not going to be good right here. They could easily jump down on him and get him through that window. Ooh, might even get him through the side of this window. They just can't jump through it, though. SMRS going to be used to make him weak. Now in a difficult spot here, another SMRS is going to go down. A balls and ICANN. A little third party could come in from Wagner and Balor if they wanted to make something happen here. Another SMRS shot. Oh, dearie. They're trying their hardest to get up here. He's definitely dead. There's no way he survives this, bro. This is just bullying at this point, bro. He's trapped in a corner with a hay bale and a defender shield. Shots go down. Not able to land them. Ooh. He's on the floor now. 1v1. Can he land the shots? Not able to do so. A bull boss takes him down. And we'll see that player later in game number 2. Balor and Wagner could have helped him out there. And got a little SMRS shot across the map. But not going to happen just there. Not going to happen just now. As Kust and Senior J playing kind of similar to what they did before. But as I went over to check them out, it looks like a bull boss has been hit across the map with an SMRS. He doesn't have a self-revive here. He might get SMRS across the map again. Oh, does he have the self-revive? He does. Wow, I'm surprised Wagner let that self-revive come through. That was a misplay from Wagner and Balor over here. Did Balor get knocked or anything? It looks like he must have. I don't see him on the map. Maybe he was fully eliminated. A bull boss and Ken both back into the action for now. Kust and Senior J playing it slow yet again inside of this duo tournament. I may have put my eggs in the wrong basket here, chat. I thought Gun Tom would be the best player from 4 Kings main, but it looks like Super Jeff and Narosa are off to a better start here with 4 eliminations on the board. Good to see from them, chat. Good to see from them. Going down now, though, to check out Lotex. He had a pretty bad performance last week with Guh. They've got 2 kills so far. It looks like they're in Nooktown for now. And Guh is actually in a fight, finally. We'll be able to see him in some action. He takes down Panchito, which is a great player from Latam, along with Flex being up here. They don't have a way to get up this mountain unless they go around the side. Looks like they're going to hunt down Flex. They don't know exactly where he is. He's just trying to get away out of this situation. He's got over the mountain for now, and they're going to rotate around the other side. But don't let that distract you from the fact that Wagner has lost his teammate again. Balor falling out early once more inside of game number 1. But Wagner staying alive. It looks like Akaza and Eduardo, aka Nagy, might come in for a little third-party peek. Oh, dearie me, the third-party peek is definitely going to come through here. Wagner's going to need to make something happen. He's got a Desperado, but that's not going to really help him here in this situation. 2, 3 SMRSs in Dagestan would take Wagner down right here, but he's rotating out of that spot as he knows he's in a tough one. There he goes, gets knocked across the map. Wagner, was he able to get Balor back into the map before he actually got eliminated? No, and those guys are gone and fully taken out of game number 1 as Eduardo and Akaza have rotated back and around closer towards each other instead of fighting a bull balls and Ken. I would not want to fight that duo either. Able to get a car here, so they're going to rotate into the zone nicely. They'll probably see a bull balls and Ken over to the left hand side. There we go. Shots go down. They're going to rotate the other side of zone. I also wouldn't rotate into that duo either. Definitely would not do that. Thought that was the Ferg skin for a second, but Rami let me down with this girl skin. I just seen the blue and made the assumption. He does have 3 eliminations. Tokyo's got 1 too. They're actually split up as Razox takes down a African roster. We're gonna have to hop on board and see where that is on the map right now. Oh, okay, maybe we're not gonna see where it is in the map because what the hell is going on here? I'll take off that. Wow, this is an interesting spot in zone. It's actually closer to the bottom half of the map. We've got 2 Latam players here. We got 2 girly pops from the Philippines. Love to see the girls making some representation inside of the finals of a $10,000 tournament. And then we of course have icons which are from Europe. A couple of Filipinos over here as well. Dell coming in from Africa. We've seen big things from Dell in the past couple of tournaments. He's actually been performing at the tippity top of the entirety of the African region. But now we got to look over onto the Filipino region right now as Jachi's the last player alive. She could get a little third party here. Able to do it. Can she get the full kill? Looks likely as she picks up 1. The third party comes through from the Latam team. A duo from VPR. That's West and COD Ninja. Spots Insolence as well. Oh, quick knock too. On to him. COD Ninja looking good at the start of game number 1 here. Rezux goes back in. This is Icons in this fight. Rezux might actually die. Stays alive for a little bit longer, but COD Ninja's trying to find him. Not too sure where he went. I don't think he realizes he is in the water. What a spot here by Rezux. Gonna stay alive for a little bit longer. Look at that. The little cubby right here in the side of the cliff face. MJ and Jachi staying alive over on the other side of this road. Jachi able to take down MJ's teammate, but she didn't get back her teammate at all. COD Ninja able to take down Rezux, and Icons are out of game number 1. We've got Galay along with his teammate right beside each other as well here. They're not in the next zone, so they're gonna have to rotate sometime soon, as we need to hop on board and see what's happening with other players on this map. Oh, right, as his bullet comes back down, MJ and them 1v2. This should be an easy kill on to Jachi, but they do have Trap Masters down there. I need to check out where Lotex is, as I feel like Slayer has been eliminated. We didn't get to see that fight, but I feel like he did get eliminated there, as Jachi did go down right as we turned off our POV of her. Lotex still alive for now with his teammate Hypno. Hypno, another one of those players that plays in the qualifiers, hasn't really done good in them, but we've known him for a long time as being a good player. Shots going down over onto Lotex now from the 4K main duo of Super Jeff and Neroza. They're arguably having the best game so far out of anyone. COD Ninja able to take down another player here with a knock. Nothing to come for it just now. Something we haven't seen yet is anything from Winter, as we'll open up the map and look. Nobody is in the center portion of the zone except for an African duo and what seems to be a duo from the Philippines. So they actually have early game zone control here, which is definitely really good for them. I can spot the other 4K main team over on the side. 2 SMRS going down. Neither of them gonna hit here, but it looks like Super Jeff got sniped from behind, and it's gonna be him going down. 2 Can from the Middle East. I Can and a bull boss right in front of Neroza. This would be bad to die this early on, and it looks like the push is coming through. A thing I love to see from this Middle Eastern duo is they're always hyper aggressive when they get a pick onto one player on any team, whether it's a squad or a duo, and the hyper aggression is coming through here again. Super Jeff needs to come back into the action ASAP. There's not even a snowboard to be used here by Neroza. It's gonna all have to be the legs of this player to push him into the zone and get Super Jeff back into the action. He is able to do so, which is outstanding. What about Zen? Brother, this isn't the game that you came from, Zen Pro, okay? This is Call of Duty Mobile, buddy. You're gonna need to start running around, okay? I know you think you're Holy Father V2 with that skin, but camping in the corner, this isn't how COD Mobile is played on the main stage, buddy. With $10,000 on the line, bro, you're gonna need to step it up a little bit here, Zen Pro, if I do say so myself. Tooth doing the same exact thing. Pfft, these guys, bruh. These guys, Chattington. As we move over to see where Ramy's situated at. Ooh, down in the bottom of the zone, not into the next one. But this is quite a nice spot here. They have a lot of zone space to move. Did I just see Baller getting a knock with a Desperado? Oh my god, he got a knock with a Desperado and a full kill onto Future. Oh my god, there's no way. Hey, yo. Baller might be the next Holy Father, chat. I ain't even kidding, bruh. Holy. He's staying alive? Oh, okay. Hey, man, with movement like that, I don't think he's going to be the next Holy Father, bro. Maybe a little lucky kill. Maybe a little lucky kill came his way with a Desperado. We all know he ain't got movement, so the best thing he could possibly do is chuck the Desperado on the ground and hope for the best. All right, Baller? Maybe better luck next time in game number 2, man. Of course, I will watch you a little bit more next game. Don't you worry, Baller. We're trying to see some tippity-top gameplay from you, broski. Now hopping on board with Get and Tom. They did do a little bit of a comeback here in terms of total kills. Neroza and Super Jeff have been slacking behind with 5 now. They did get 4 at the start of this game, so not many kills in a long time. It looks like we've got another Filipino team up on top of this hill as well. A lot of Filipinos still alive here in this end game. Going over to Senior J now. He did win last duo event, but I mean, he's in a terrible spot here. He's going to get third party from absolutely everyone, and he's going to go down by Tom. They're going to have a disappointing game number 1. Only a couple of kills on the board of those guys who actually won the duo tournament from last week. Of course, Medic was being used quite heavily by that duo team. What didn't come in terms of place or in terms of kill points, their win came from placement points. Interestingly enough, Zane is still up. Oh. Caster Curse may have just came through right there as Zen Pro goes down as well. Now hopping on board with COD Ninja and West. They could easily hop on to this Filipino duo if they wanted to. This rock is actually a good spot in the zone, but it would just be a bad place to rotate from, that's for sure. Winter's been spotted as well with his duo. I'm actually going to hop on board with Tom here as he's in between multiple different teams. We got Remy and his duo pushing into the zone right now with a car as well. Don't forget that COD Ninja and his teammate are right beside them, West. And now we got Goat Ross Kid pushing in also. It's going to be a little bit of a cluster right now in this end game as Go's been taken down by Ross, but the trade comes in and that's going to be a 5th kill from Tom. 10 teams alive in this final zone. There's a couple of more players over to the bottom right hand side of the map from Tom. You can see they're actually from Latin America. It's going to be Bolivia and Holiday along with M7 in here. They qualified through yesterday's qualifiers. We got COD Ninja's teammate West up here. Not sure where COD Ninja's actually at. He may have died and been eliminated totally from this end game. Narosa in a bad spot here. He's in a 1v2v2. He's going to die instantly. Remy and Tokyo coming in with a little bit of a third party right here. If they could get a little knock, it would be unbelievable. Both of them are actually weak behind this tree. A third party could come in here from Nagdi and Andrew from the side. It looks like that's exactly what's going to happen here as Nagdi takes down one. Andrew, the teammate right beside him, they're in a difficult spot here in this end game. It's literally just an end game of height advantage. I would say that Winter and his teammate are actually in a prime position to win it all here for game number 1. So let's hop on board with them. Using the car to get some protection in the zone, I would assume. Put it against a tree, maybe blow it up. That's exactly what Winter's going to do here. Oh my god, and the defender? Look at the way they've set up this end game, but I mean, Tokyo could come in here with a little bit of a spoiler play. Shots go down, not able to land a knock there onto the team that we were just watching. So they're going to have to rotate into the zone, and that's going to be a tough spot for Winter and his teammate to be in. It looks like they're getting pushed by 2 different teams. It's going to be loading. Loading, one of the best players in the game, able to take him down, and now they have the best position in the zone. We've got players from all different regions right here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Africa in this end game from Egypt with Nagdi still being alive. We got Philippines still up, and of course, Europe still up and at him here. This is a bad spot for the 4K duo to be in, though, as they're going to get targeted here. Tokyo is going to go down. Zluth also being able to kill Remy, and now in a 2v1v2. We'll have to see what Fund can do in this situation, as he's basically med-stratting outside of the zone. Africa still alive here from Nagdi. Believe he's from Egypt. Going up the side of this zone. Nades are going to go down. That's going to be a bad situation for him and his teammate to be in. Zluth and Loading definitely have the high ground advantage along with the tree to use for cover. Nades are going to be the only thing along with SMRSs that are going to be able to help out this M7 duo. Remember, they absolutely dominated at the end of the qualification stage yesterday, but it looks like they're not going to be dominating for game number 1 today, as Andrew's probably going to get picked off here, if I had to guess, very quickly. And this win is definitely going to go to Loading and Zluth, as Andrew gets picked apart and Fund finishes in 2nd place, chat, which means that Slayer's duo, who performed terribly last week, now just won the first game of this week's Duo $10,000 Major Championship Finals. Was Slayer holding back Loading from performing well? That would be a first. That would be a first. If a player leaves Loading, if a player leaves Slayer and performs better without him than with him, that would be a first. For sure. Let's go ahead and pull up this scoreboard. A very good first game from a lot of different regions here. Great from the Philippines, great from Europe, great from Latin America, and also, surprisingly, great from Africa. A W game number 1 from Nagdi. He's based out of Egypt. As we pull up this scoreboard, we can see they got 7 kills and a 3rd place finish, but definitely the main story here has to be Loading. Not playing with Slayer this time around. They get 12 kills and a 1st place placement. That's going to get them 27 points after 1 game, which is extremely good in a duos tournament. It's average in squads for a 1st place team to get about 27 points, but in duos, where there's 50 different teams, Really good performance here from the top tier duo known as Loading and Sleuth. We go down, you can see Fund and Soy Topo getting 4 kills with the second place finish. That's not too bad either. That's going to get them 14 points. Going to be a similar, actually the exact same points as M7, Andrew, and Nagdi. I believe Andrew is from Europe and Nagdi is from Egypt. We'll go even further down. You can see Tokyo and Remy finishing in 4th place. Hell yeah, we love to see that. We got another Filipino team in there at 5th place as well, with Winter and Baji coming in with 4 kills in the 5th place. Latin America makes a statement there, finishing in 6th along with 7th as COD Ninja and West get 8 eliminations. Going further down, you can see the 2 Filipino teams that I thought would perform very well, getting good kills this time around. 7 kills from the first 4K main roster and 9 kills from the second 4K main roster. Only 1 placement position between them. It's actually going to be Gut and Tom coming out on top right there because they're going to get the same points for placement. Low Tex and Hypno getting 1 point for placement along with 7 kill points. Going to finish off that game with 8 total points. But don't let that distract you from Chamo and Ross Kid, as they have 11 points after that game, finishing also in 11th place. Going further down the list, MJ got 5 eliminations. Good job from him. Jachi, the girl from Philippines, getting 3 eliminations on that game. Delina, aka Senior J, and Kust, 17th position. 2 points for kills. Their consistency has stopped here, ladies and gentlemen. It has absolutely stopped here. This could be the downfall of the team that won last tournament because of the medic strat. We'll go further down. You can see a Bull Boss and Iken from the Middle East having a pretty disappointing first game. As we go further down the list, Takeoff and Future died early as well with 5 total points. I can see Mellow in there not getting any kills just yet. Trying to keep my eyes open for Slayer. Chat, are we about to see the end of Slayer's reign on the main stage? 1 kill? No placement points? This might be back-to-back tournaments where Slayer doesn't even get in the top 10. This could damage his MVP results, that's for sure. As we go down to check where everyone else ended up after that first game. Holy Father ended the game with 2 kills. Not enough points there to go into the top 10 either, chat, unfortunately for them. But we're going to go ahead and get ready to go into game number 2. Remember, first 3 games are Blackout. Next 4 games after that are isolated, chat. First 3 Blackout, last 4 isolated. A great first game so far. We're gonna get ready to get into game number 2. As soon as Madnan's ready to start it up here, we're gonna get right into it, my little scrum diddly umptiouses. I'm excited to see what's going down here. I see some people spamming about Rankid in the chat, man. Not gonna lie, that would be crazy. Of course, we have a moderation team checking all of that out, not gonna lie. My little chat. Oh, actually, everyone's spamming it over on TikTok. That's crazy, chat. We'll have to take a little look. I'm sure that Madnan and the production team, along with the administration team, are doing that for sure, checking in on that. I actually don't think he would do that. Not gonna lie, they're trying to say that Rankid was stream time. I just don't believe it, chat. I think you guys maybe are just a little bit heated into the action. Did they kill, or did he kill one of your favorite players? It's definitely likely, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and see what Holy Father and Marab are gonna be up to at the start of this game. I'm gonna play some music because I need to take a little rest on the voice. Getting into game number 2 here, chat. Looking scrum diddly umptious. Sono, you're more than welcome to send the stats for that for viewership rewards after the stream, broski. I know we have a lot of watch parties here. I'm actually curious, is Synth watch partying? Man, give me a little update on the watch parties. How many people are watch partying the tournament? I actually don't know. I didn't get to check before I started today's stream. We were all over the place, chat. We got so much things going on behind the scenes, which you're going to see announced very, very soon. Actually, within the next couple of days, chat. I've been talking about it for a while. Looking like we're going to see an early game fight here from Guh, along with his teammate Tom Pips. Gonna rotate down instantly there. Doesn't want to take that fight. Where's Guh in all of this? He does get a gun, but he's gonna die instantly. 2 flags. That's a bad spot for him to be in. Let's see if Tom Pips can stay alive for a little bit longer. He's gonna go down into another player here. Oh dear, these guys might die instantly. That would be absolutely awful if he was to die super early on. We've actually got the other 4K main team in and around this area as well for Good to try and get out of. Tough start for Good and Tom Pips. Tom Pips last alive of the duo. We got updates. It looks like Ran Kid was not sniping whatsoever from production. I don't know who started that rumor, but no, he's all good for now. Ladies and gentlemen, all good for now for sure. For King's main other duo roster, 1 kill on the board. They're looking good. What about Father and Marab? Ooh, they've landed somewhere else this time around, but there is a team right beside them. It's going to be a team from VPR. VPR, arguably the biggest Latin American clan currently inside of Call of Duty Mobile's Battle Royale scene. They've spawned onto the scene over basically the last 2 or 3 months. I'd never heard of them before that. Going over to another 4K team. Ooh, we got Eduardo and Akaza. I think this is over by the dam on the tippity top of the map. Yes, it is. Is there a team around them? No, they get it for themselves. Absolutely for themselves here. Don't need to worry about anything. What Takeoff needs to worry about here is dying as he lost a teammate. As we get into the early game of game number 2, I'm going to go ahead and update game number 1's performance over the teams. Not gonna lie, it looks like G Drive is completely lagging today, Madman. This actually might be cooked. We definitely need to figure out how to use the other program. I don't know what's going on with Google Drive. I also don't know what's going on with Broski here, camping inside of this room. What are you doing, Takeoff? Just trying to stay alive until you get Future back into the action? It sure looks like that. Anyway, I said I would watch Yimbo and Julio before we started into the games, but it looks like they're not in any action right now. These guys are hyper-aggressive inside of the qualifier, so we'll have to see if they can keep up that kind of pace in the finals as well. We'll hop on and see what Flex is up to, as they are in and around 2 different teams currently. They are right beside 2 different teams from 4K.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Do they know that they're there? I don't think they do. Tom is right around there. I don't know. He didn't. Yeah, he didn't, did he? He did. Okay, I was going to say, did he get Guz's tag back? Thankfully, he does have it back. But it looks like Chapo and Dagon are going to get eliminated right here. So that's going to be one of the African duos out for the count. You can see on the screen of the scoreboard here, Loading and Sleuth sit alone above 20 points with 27 total, along with Fund and Soy Topo at 14, alongside Nagdi and Andrew also on 14. Then we got 2 teams at 11, actually 3 teams at 11, and a couple teams at 9, a couple teams at 8. So Lotex is in at the top 10 straight off the bat here, which is good to see from them. Koro, Chucky trying to make a little bit of a play here against Stiller, not able to do so much, but I just seen Icons get eliminated. Seeker's able to take down Chucky, and it looks like Koro, our qualification team, is eliminated. What's Bowler up to? What is he doing? That's not it, Madman. It's just not loading at all. $10,000 tournament, by the way, guys. Guys? 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 Are we okay? Are we okay here? Baller. Baller? I don't know if we should have let him into the tournament, chat.
Airdrop has been delivered.
I don't know how much longer I can watch this. I'm not gonna lie. I might need to turn this off, chat. Guys, this is giving me flashbacks. I just can't. I need to watch Holy Father. I need to watch somebody good at the game. I just can't be Wait, Holy Father was sniping them across the map? Oh my god, he is! He's sniping them across the map with his teammate! Wait, what the hell? Ain't no way he's cooking across the map, broski. What the frick? Yo, Baller was distracting me, bro.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Airdrop incoming.
Bro, please.
Has been delivered.
Please, baller, bro. This is giving me major flashbacks to 2021 when I took a boat and died outside a zone, chat. Oh my god, right around the whole freaking thing, too. Nah, I just can't watch this, chat. I just can't. I want to, like, trust me, I really want to, but I can't do it. I can't do it, chat. I just can't. Don't make me watch that guy again. I thought he was actually just trolling. He was that bad, bro. We'll check him out after he gets off that freaking boat, man. But I mean, goddamn, bruh.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Oh, holy father, I can't even see this guy you're aiming at. I don't even know where you're looking at right now, bruh. But they're shooting at somebody. I know that he got a snipe and a kill, but I didn't get to see it myself. Looks like a lot of teams this time around are staying outside of the zone instead of going into the mid game in the middle of the zone. Look at that. Look at all these players outside. They don't even have medic to use either, so they need to make sure that they make it into the zone on time. Dude, don't tell me they're camping outside, chat. Don't.
Airdrop has been delivered. Airdrop has been delivered.
Are they ever gonna get out of this goddamn boat? Guys, you can't spend the whole game in a boat. I swear to God, if they stop inside the zone and don't go onto the land, I'm gonna get angry. That's good. Good boys. Good boy. All right, it's time to see some baller movement. What do you... Bro. Does he know how to... Does he know where the button is to get out of the boat? I don't think he knows where the button is to get out of the boat.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Who let this guy into my tournament, bruh?
Our vehicle is about to explode.
Bro, his team is gonna blow him up. Baller! Get out of the boat, bruh! I need to see first person POV of this, bro. Is he... Kid lad, just kill him. Just kill this idiot. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's looking somewhere else, right? No, I can't even... Guys. Guys. What the heck? How are they surviving more than other people? I don't think he understands how to get out of this boat. Who let this guy in the tournament? Who let him in it? He disconnected. Anyway, back to watching the best players in the game instead of watching whatever the hell that was. We're looking at Holy Father and Marab right here as they go past a little duo inside of a shack. They're not going to take that fight, and they've made it into the zone safely, so they stayed alive longer this game than they did last game, which is good to see. Slayer also still up and at him, along with VPR, COD Ninja, and West. Don't let that distract you from my goat Balor with the flickety flicks, brisket. All of these players still alive. We actually haven't spotted Magic this tournament. We've actually barely watched Magic in the last two tournaments. He's still one of my favorite Latin American players, and also he's in the running for MVP right now. I think he's finishing in like 7th or 8th currently in the MVP. But this time around, he's playing a little bit slower, whereas Lotex is playing very fast-paced and doing a lot of damage here to different teams over on the southern side of the zone. Ah! Who let him pick up a DLQ, bruh? Surely that's cheating when Lotex gets a DLQ. What a snipe from the broski himself. We'll do a little check over here on a different team now, though. I want to check where Rami's at. These guys also going into the zone. They're just outside of it for now. A lot of people spamming Vector. I actually haven't seen Vector inside of the tournament so far, so I'll have to see where he is. I'm assuming this is him? Guys, this has gotta be rage bait, surely. It's not even Vector's team. This is just red. It is. It's just. Chat. Man, what team is Vector in? Because this isn't even him and he's still doing this. Oh, find him. Dude, this is the biggest duos tournament of all time. And I have Vector sitting in a tree! I can't even see him. I actually can't see him in that tree. Is he in the zone? Oh my God, bruh. Ain't no way, bruh. Oh, hell no. Yo, McCoy. Oh, okay. McCoy's also camping. Great. Oh, great. Nice duo, guy. Why has his name got Oten in it too? Oh my God. And bro, you know what's crazy? Vector's surviving longer than Zen Pro, and he's just sitting in a tree. Matter of fact, since we're looking at Vector, we gotta catch up on Baller. Never mind, he's dead. Great. Awesome. Anyway, back to actually good players. Because what the hell is that? Rami, oh, he spotted M7 here, one of the best qualification teams. Oh, SMRS in hand, could hit it over onto Andrew. A double SMRS would blow up that car as well. That would be great for them. Nade's going to come through. It looks like both of those players know where each other are, but they're actually getting third-partied. M7's probably going to go down here. A little hit comes through. We'll hop on board with Andrew as his teammate gets sniped across the map. I believe that was from Future or Takeoff. Wow, it was. And they're really far down here. Snipes going down again. Not able to land it over onto Andrew, but this is a third-party situation from Rami and Tokyo. These guys have been performing good today so far after game number 1, but we are in game number 2 now. And to be honest, still 3 overall kills this early into the game. Not too bad. Not too bad whatsoever. At all, as we're going to go and hop on board to see Winter. Oh.
Enemy shield turret deployed.
Winter spotted a team right here. It's going to be another Filipino roster. Not able to take him down just yet. There's no way. Don't take that fight, Vector. Do not take that fight, goofball. I do not want to see you dying here, man. You're going against the team that what? Bro, Vector versus the old #1 duo team is crazy. Vector versus the team that won last week would be diabolical if he won. You know what? I need to see this. I need to see this. It's actually doable, bro. If he hits them in the head with the sniper, he could one-tap both of them and take them down, bro. Come on, Vector. We believe in you, bro. In Vector, we trust. The #1 duo in the world from last week's tournament are right in front of arguably the biggest camper COD Mobile has ever seen. Looks like he's not going to take that fight, and instead he's going to try and stay alive for as long as possible. Imagine you're Vector and you see this duo right in front of you. It's actually wraps at that point. Yep, I'm going to move on. We'll move on board, chat to a different roster. How about we check out Latin America as Flex already has 4 eliminations. Now, he is close to a team, but I don't know if this fight will come through. It's definitely going to happen here. As COD Ninja's been spotted right in front of him. Shots are going to go down here. Rewinds back into the abyss. Hades in hand. Is his teammate here to provide some cover support? He is. Panchito and Flex right beside each other. The fight's not going to come through, so they're going to stay alive, but it looks like Marab has been eliminated from Andrew as Holy Father's going in for a little bathroom break here on the luxury homes. He does have a rotation into next zone though, which would be good as long as he goes southbound instead of going right through M7. M7 seem like they're actually going to pass it up as well, so he could probably just go straight in. The question is, will he wait it out long enough to do so, or is he going to push it a little bit too aggressively here? I don't know about this, chat. This might be all she wrote for Holy Father. He's pushing right through with the car. There's multiple people all around him. What are you doing, Holy Father? Stay in the car, broski. Oh my golly. He's dead. There's no way, Holy Father. Oh my god, he makes off one. Holy Father on the main stage. Heal up, please. Come on, Holy Father. You're the GOAT. We want to see some big time plays from the biggest time player of all time. Hades still being used right here. Nagby. Oh my god, no way. He's going to be 2'd them. There's no way. No, please don't third party him. Please don't third party Holy Father. Stays alive for a little bit longer. Oh my god, me Holy Father broski though. Nagby. Very, very weak outside of the zone. Uses the smoke to make a play here. Holy Father rushing around from the side. Shots go down. He 1v2s them. He 1v2s M7 Nagby from Africa and the European player of Andrew on the main stage. Carrying the Middle Eastern Marab in a 1v2 situation. Also gets Marab into the action. Comes into the zone with 4 HP. And now the duo are back together with a free spot inside of the zone for now, but Marab in a difficult spot here. Holy Father coming in from the side as well, giving him some backup support that is duly needed. What a great play from the Philippines' biggest player. Big time player making big time plays, chat. That's what we like to see as Marab's back into the action, and they don't have an easy rotation into zone, but I would definitely go over to Estate. Actually, I guess you would call it raid. right up in front of them. As long as a team don't go for them here, they will get in nicely because there is a good little cliff area to stay alive in. Looks like they're getting targeted from the front though. A DLQ Omega Maywalt mag is being used against them. That's not going to be good. They could possibly smoke it off. Looks like they're going to rotate across the road. This is good movement from Marab. Holy Father is outside of the zone here a little bit. Sniper shot could go down. Not going to land that. Holy Father has no plates. Oh no. They have no plates. And now in a 1v2 situation, Marab has no idea there's a team right inside of here. Oh, this is going to be all she wrote. They're definitely going to know he's in there because he was making a bunch of noise. Holy Father probably going to go through. He's definitely dead. Oh my God. Rewind's out of here. But now Marab in a 1v2. Not able to take down either of them. Does make Chamo weak.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Father's last alive in the team. That's going to be terrible. No plates alive. We've seen him make some big time plays earlier. Can he make another big time play right here though? That's the question. No plates, only 153 HP. He's begging for some heals currently. There's no players right beside him, but golly, Slayer is on the other side of this garage here. They did just pick up another kill as well, so they're looking good going into this late game. We've got Necro, we got Slayer, we got Ross Kid Chamo, and Holy Father right beside each other. Hey, yo, is that the new Holy Mustang? Holy Father's picked up a new whip right here, ladies and gentlemen. He's going for yellow instead of orange this time around, chat. Slayer and Necro are going to rotate out of this situation, so we're going to hop on board with a different player now, as it looks like Holy Father's going to live to fight another day. Marab is permanently executed out of this game, though, so it's not looking good for him. Lowtech's probably going to rotate into his favorite duo here of Slayer, or right into Leap, as another big time player is going to have to make a big time play here inside of this game number 2. Still stays alive, but he doesn't really have too many plates left to work with. Getting himself up to full health. He's got 5 plates left. Yes, he does. I thought he was going to be down to 4, but he's going to stay alive for a little bit longer here. Holy Father still up as well. Slayer and Necro playing passively this time around. COD Ninja, on the other hand, does have 3 eliminations. A couple of people called him out for stream sniping earlier, but I don't think he was. And it comes through. There we go. MJ trying to make a push here through the window. Not going to happen as the defender shield goes down. It's a 1v2, and he's not going to be able to get out of this situation. I don't think he needs to make this play happen. A bunch of cluster nades going through. Oh my God, MJ, if this works, it would be absolutely outstanding. He does have rewind to do something with, but he's not able to land any shots onto that team. The duo of VPR. Ooh, looks like a third party's coming in from the side. Magic able to take down one. Now MJ in a 1v1 situation could get the kill steal here as well. Not gonna happen. He has 11 kills with his teammate combined. This is a very good spot for him to be in. COD Ninja gets permanently removed from game number 2. MJ, what a perfect play from the Philippines player. Shots go down, kills Magic as well, which was the dude third party in him from earlier. 11 eliminations is God tier. As we go on to Holy Father. No way he takes down Slayer or Necro. Doesn't take down Slayer or Necro, and it looks like Leap's gonna die outside of the zone as well. Slayer and his teammates still up and at him right here, but I want to check out what Leap MJ is gonna do in this situation. He's gonna go ahead and die from the side. There's so much going on in this end game and so many teams left alive. We got 5 total teams left in this final zone. A bunch of Latin American teams still up, but don't let that distract you from Philippines still being in the action here, along with Europe. As the Hades is being used against Slayer and Necro. They have some cover from the defender, but it's not going to provide them enough, as it looks like Layla's coming in from behind. Oh dear! Slayer goes down through a third party, and Layla still applying pressure from behind, along with Rusty over on the side. This is a perfect place for him to be in right now, as Layla's providing some good pressure. Slayer trying to rotate back and around. I don't think that's going to be enough for him, as he could easily get killed here from Layla. Shots go down, not able to get the kill just yet. Slayer last alive on his team, as Necro gets eliminated from his teammate. I think that this may go through to the Philippines team here. Rusty pushing up close. Defender goes down. Slayer in a really bad spot between like 3 different teams here. Shots going down again onto Slayer. It's going to be a 2v2 from Bolivia and Holiday. Layla pushes a little bit too aggressively here, but the rewind comes back, and now they're in a 2v2 situation. Slayer dies outside of the zone for 9. The shots are going to go down. It's going to be a 1v2 for the end game. Rusty last alive. The zone's closing in on each other right now. Who's going to do it? Defender goes down. He's able to get one. Surely he takes down one, but the other player's going to kill him, and Holiday and Bolivia take it end end game and win game number 2. Well done to them. What a crazy match. Insane performance from Holy Father there. Slayer made it into the end game. MJ arguably the MVP for that game, just with that clutch inside of the end game. And a bunch of other teams performing incredibly well. Good placement for Slayer and Necro, but not good kills or overall points, only securing themselves 8, which is pretty much the bottom of the scoreboard after game number 1. So I don't even think they're going to be inside of the top 10 after that performance. You can see Holiday and Bolivia got 8 kills and a win. That's going to give them 23 total points. Layla and Rusty getting 10 kills in a second place. That's going to get them 20 points for that game, which is absolutely phenomenal. Chamo and Rosskid, also good performance from them, along with Flex, Panchito up there. We got another Filipino team from Leap in there as well at top 6. But I would say MJ and Hasbullah, outstanding game right there, specifically from MJ, being able to clutch a couple of kills and very good placement clutching as well. We can see Senior J and Kust. Only 3 eliminations. Only a couple of points for placement. Not looking good for them whatsoever. Holy Father with 3 eliminations, able to carry Marab into the end game. TSG were able to get 10 total eliminations, along with Magic getting 5. Low-Tech's dying early there again. We've seen that a lot last week, but we're hoping for a little bit better of a performance from Low-Tech's this time around. He was in the top 10 going into this game. I think he's going to probably file out of the top 10 after game number 2. But going further down that list, you can see COD Ninjas in there. We got Tokyo and Rami up there. Takeoff and Future having a worse game this time around than last time. No placement points again. M7 dying early on because of Holy Father's clutch 1v2. You can see Vector died early as well. ENL not really having a good day at the office either. We can see where everyone else kind of played. Loading and Sleuth, after finishing number 1 game 1 with 27 points, got 0 points in game number 2. They could have extended their lead here quite easily, but instead the lead is going to collapse and a couple of teams are going to be able to catch up to them in that match. Further down the list, you can see a bunch of African pro teams like Stalker and Bolos in there, finishing 36th, but they did get 2 kills. 4K mains teams did terribly that time around, combining for a total of 1 point between the 2 duos. And then down at the bottom, we can see Father Ali, the African duo, falling out early, along with the Latam duo. Chapo and Dagon also dying early on as well, along with Mello and Nana. The best African team so far is probably going to be Nagdi, who's teamed up with a European player for this tournament. They did go through the qualifiers yesterday and actually made it into these finals that we're hosting right now for $10,000. That's going to wrap up game number 2. I see some people trying to call out COD Ninja, but I don't see any proofs of that right now. I don't see any proof right now, but the production team will look into it and we'll have to see. I mean, you guys were calling out freaking Rankid in the game before, so I just highly doubt that COD Ninja was doing it as well. Holy Chaddington. Waiting for our last player to join up and then we'll get into game number 3. Not too sure where he is. Oh, did Fun just get kicked? Holy, hold on. I need an update from production on that one, Chaz. We're getting ready to go into game number 3. This is going to be our final Blackout game, chat. Our final Blackout game. Then we're going to switch lobbies and go to Isolated. The reason we have to switch lobbies is there's just a little bit of a bug in COD Mobile's private games right now, so we have to switch out and go and join a new one. Instead, I have been told, chat, that Fund is not streaming at all his POB. So Madnan has kicked him out. Also, Rankid, because of the brownout in the Philippines, has lost power. Thoughts and prayers go out to Rankid. We love Rankid, except when he thinks that I can't do something in mobile gaming when I'm definitely going to do it. That's right, Rankid. I see what you said, bro. You think I can't do it? It's going to be easy for a guy like me, bruh. Feeling good about it, looking good about it. I'm ready for it. We'll get this game started in just a moment, chat. Unfortunately, again, Rankid has lost par. I think that Cody's teammate Jachi may have also lost par in the Philippines right now. There's nothing we can really do about that. We're not going to hold up the tournament to see if those guys can get their par back. But it looks like Fund actually did start up his stream as soon as he got kicked from Madnan. So he'll be streaming now as well to make sure that nobody is cheating. And of course, nobody is stream sniping. As soon as we're ready to get into game number 3, Madnan's going to start it up right now. Production has informed me that the scoreboard is getting updated as we speak. And we should get it sometime early game inside of game number 3 to update us on the overall scores for game number 2. With that being said, chat, it's been a pretty good one so far, not gonna lie. We've seen some good clips from Holy Father, some terrible clips from Bowler, and some interesting spots from Vector, along with a disappointing performance from Loading and his new teammate in game 2. They were first, if you look on the scoreboard, after game number 1. But Fund being in that number 2 spot, we had to confirm that he was streaming, so he started up his stream. We didn't want anyone to be winning a tournament without being able to have access to their footage to confirm that they are playing legitimate or not. So he has started his stream. I know a couple of people were mentioning that to us in the past. Manan's also given us an update that Jachi should join back, man, and she has about a minute, if even a minute, before we have to get into game number 3, Chattington. Now that we're out of the first 2 games, chat, who do you think is going to take it all? Now you've seen some of these players play well in Blackout. We're about to get into our final Blackout game. Which team do you guys think are going to take it home here? Which team do you think are going to take home the W? A couple of Holy Fathers in TikTok. What about you, YouTube? Holiday in Bolivia. The Brazilians, says Mats Felix. He thinks Holiday and Bolivia are going to take home the W. A couple of 4Ks over on the TikTok chat. A lot of TSGs coming in too. And a lot of follows as well. Oh, Toge connection is what is being spammed here as well. A couple of Slayers on YouTube. YouTube short form seems to think that Baller is going to take it home. That's definitely not going to happen, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. But there's just absolutely no way that they're gonna take that home whatsoever. Father is pumped, bro. Is Father hyped? I mean, he did amazing last game, so I'm hoping for another big game out of Holy Father here. That was such a good clip. He got a crazy snipe across the map in a 1v2 against one of the best African and European hybrid teams. Unbelievable. Great performance from him. I'm glad that we got to see that, as we are now ready to start up game number 3, chat. Looks like Jachi's not going to be able to make it into this one, and we're going to go ahead and get into this final Blackout game. Unfortunately, Jachi, I think, must have lost par or something. We're not too sure. Appreciate everyone liking the stream, subscribing, and following. Much love, guys. As we get into game number 3, our third and final Blackout game. After this, it's all isolated. It is all isolated. Also, chat, I still can't believe we held 3 tournaments back-to-back weeks. Inside of 4 weeks, $30,000 worth of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale tournaments. Unbelievable scenes here for the summer of Call of Duty Mobile. Here we go. Final game of Blackout. Looks like the plane is flying from Ghost Town right up towards construction site. So we should see 4K main land in construction. A lot of people now saying about Rosskid and Chamo. They did actually do pretty well. And to be honest, I'll update it here for you in just a moment for where they're situated inside of the current tournament. TikTok, you're going to get your update first for the leaderboards after game number 2. And don't worry, YouTube, I'll never forget about you guys. I'm going to update your leaderboard right now as well for game number 2. So, as you can see, every team in the top 5 is right beside each other. We've got Holiday and Bolivia in the number 1 spot, so whoever said that from Brazil is absolutely correct. They're currently number 1, and they definitely have a good chance of winning it all. Just below them, we got Loading and Sleuth, a 27-point game 1 performance, followed by a 0-point game 2. Keeps them in number 2 spot. Rosskid and Chamo in there at 3rd, so we did see that in the TikTok chat. They're there alive at 24 total points. MJ and Hasbullah coming in with 20 points. Also tied with V Rusty and Layla. They're both teams from the Philippines. So we got Brazil, we've got Europe, we've got Latam, being, I believe Rosskid and Chamo are from Mexico. Could be wrong on that. It's either Mexico or Venezuela. One of the Spanish-speaking Latin American countries, not the Portuguese-speaking ones. And then just below them, we've got 2 Filipino teams inside of the money. Just A little bit lower, we've got Fund and Soy Topo, along with Nagdi, who's from Africa. Great to see. This might be the best African performance we've ever had in a tournament. Honestly, Nagdi's definitely one of the best African players of all time. He always performs really well, and he also has won tournaments in the past. Going down, we can see COD Ninja in West, along with Rami, Tokyo in at 9th, and Secret and Stiller. So right now, we have 4 teams from the Philippines in there. They're dominating so far, along with Latam probably being the number 2 in terms of overall players inside of the top 10. But unfortunately, MJ and Hezbollah just got taken down early in this game, so they're gonna fall out of being inside of the money, and we're gonna hop on board and see where everyone else has landed. I'm gonna say construction site for this team, construction site for this team. No, they've changed their drop spot nowadays. They're gonna go over to luxury homes instead. I love this place. It reminds me so much of 2021's Battle Royale World Championship, because we sat up here with SKSs for quite a long time in many of the games. Going now on to see where Slayer's situated himself at. Oh, dearie me. They've landed over by Rivertown. There is a couple of teams right beside them, but they've been having a hard go of it here. Whereas Magic has actually been having not too bad of a day. I'm actually surprised not to see him inside of the top 10, but maybe he'll be able to do something sometime soon. Got some word that Akaza has been featured in the Brownout. If you don't know what that is, it means a temporary blackout for his region inside of the Philippines, because for whatever reason, that country has not figured out how to manage their entire electrical grid. I've never lived in a country that has not been able to do that, but pretty disappointing. I'm sure the Filipinos in the chat feel the same way. That shouldn't be a thing in 2026, but here we are. Baller? Baller, what is this? Baller, I need an update, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. He's actually able to do something here with his Desperado. And he's dead. Well, Baller, we've seen you try your best. You know, we were really hoping for something out of you, but it turns out you just do really suck at COD Mobile. It's unfortunate to say. I thought he was lying, and I thought he was really good, but I just don't think that's the case. But at least we invited him, right? You know, we love to invite everyone. Chat, we really do. We love to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. You know, we thought he was capping in terms of how, you know, good he was. He's definitely not capping. He's actually bad at the game. Unfortunate situation for the broski. Also, updates for the MVPs, chat. Just doing that right now as we are into game number 3. We'll check out Rami and Tokyo. They're not actually in a fight. It looked like they were, but they're not. There we go, a little fight coming in here that's going to look like Cody's going to go down here instantly. There we go, kill comes through from Slayer. They might get third-partied here from the Philippines, though. Looks like Winter is going to be the team third-partying them. They hop out of their car. MVPs, Holidays first, Ross Kids second, Zluth is third, Layla is fourth, and MJ is fifth. We also got Bolivia, Chamo, Loading, Andrew, and Fund in the top 10 as Slayer's rotating out of here, and Winter is playing more of an aggressive role this time around. Good to see from Winter. Honestly, these last 2 tournaments are the first time I've seen Slayer kind of falling back and not being as aggressive as he usually has been in the past. We're used to seeing him kind of dominate the play and the flow of mats, but this time around in duos, it's just been really, really tough to watch. He's definitely more of a squads player. For sure, he's not as good on the duos as he is on the squads. MC Dog. This is MC. We haven't seen much of this player. He hops out a little late there. That might actually cause him a death. Not gonna lie. He tries to get away. He is one shot almost here. A little one shot. Oh, that's exactly what happened. A one tap straight to his body. Takes him down. His teammate runs away, but I mean, god damn, that's not looking too good. Rami's still alive, but his teammate Tokyo is down and out due to the car explosion. Rami, a 1v2 here against another Filipino team on top of him. Gonna try and make this happen. We sure as hell hope so, as he and his teammate were doing all right going into this game. They are currently 9th on the scoreboard as ENL fall again. Looks like the Filipino team is leaving him behind. They don't have any idea where he is situated, which is good for Rami. Let's go on and watch a different team as I see Super Jeff is in action right now. Narosa, where are you while this is happening? Oh, he's going to need to get this revived quickly as Iken and the balls are pushing up rapidly now. Shots go down with the AK-117 in the hand. He does have the Memento Mori skin. It's going to be amazing with the aim assist. Looking right at these two players. Provides cover fire support for his teammate to get his health back up to full. Super Jeff now up, ready to kick. Shots go down on to iKen. Could kill this guy here. Definitely. There we go. Takes the knock. Full kills definitely coming through this time. Lovely jubbly. By the 4K main roster. A bull boss trying to come in and get the... Ooh, I don't think this is going to happen. I think a bull boss is not going to be able to get this tag back. Camping tags is not a rule inside of this tournament. You're more than welcome to camp tags if you want to take down a team that's right beside you, or keep them from taking the tag from a player that you don't want to come back into the lobby. Definitely legal. TSG now in a little fight here against what is one of our qualification teams, our actual best qualification team. TSG Secret 2v1ing the #1 qualifiers team from yesterday. What a great play from Secret there, as Stiller comes back into the action finally. But you know what, Stiller? He doesn't even need you. He's just going to take down the best players in the lobby by himself. Remy's unfortunately dead here. It looks like Tokyo got back onto his loot though, and he should be able to get a little revive onto him sometime later inside of the game. Eduardo, aka Nagy's, missing his teammate being a Kaza now. It's disappointing to see that, but unfortunately the brown eye is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Okay, Holy Father and Marab camping in the corner here. They've spotted another Filipino team approaching them. Layla gonna drive right past. Let's see if his teammate drives right past as well, though. It's gonna be Rusty. Looks like Rusty also gonna drive right past them. They're not gonna take that fight. Are they in the zone? No, they're not even in the next zone. So it looks like Marab and Holy Father are gonna have to rotate here. A lot of Filipino teams around this area. We've also got Galena J right beside Marab and Holy Father. For now, however, we definitely have to hop on and see what Super Jeff is up to against a bull boss. He hit him with the car and killed him. Got a little quick knock, but we're not sure if his teammate's back in the action or if they're fully eliminated here. We'll go down into the qualification area. I think they did just get fully eliminated, so they are out of game number 2. Or, sorry, game number 3. Going to check out what's going on with the African region. We got Dell here. It looks like he's in a little bit of a sketchy fight between a team that's never been in our tournaments before and, of course, Roju and Frost, who barely make it in through the qualifiers yesterday. Dell opting to go outside of the zone instead of taking that fight. Definitely a smart decision from Dell Mini. He actually sent me a photo yesterday of him holding his iPad in the middle of the city center with his team name. Interesting photo to say the least. As we're going to go hop on board to see what Fun's up to in a 1v2 situation. Shots going down on the go. It's looking like this is going to go in the way of 4K though. Defender goes down, but they have Defender as well. Easy kill from Tom right there, along with Go as his teammate. 3 eliminations on the board for the final Blackout game of today's duo tournament. Remember, after this, we're going in for 4 back-to-back isolated games. Checking out Tokyo. Did he get back Remy? It doesn't look like he did. Oh, dearie me. That's not good. We'll check out Slayer as well. These guys haven't been up to much either. Only 1 elimination. That's not good at all. Not good one bit here. They need to do a little bit better if they want to even get into the top 10. Forget about winning it. Just getting into the top 10 would be better than where they are right now. Winter's actually opted to go for a little bit more of a passive approach now after trying to rush up onto Slayer earlier inside of this game. But let's go and check out that African duo that we were checking earlier. I can't actually find them. Are they in there? There they are. Nagdi, a player from Egypt. North Africa landing 2 sniper shots like a goat right here. Not able to do anything. Oh, it's going to be some African on African action here. Dagon. That's going to be Chapo's teammate right in front of Nagdi. I think this should be a free kill for the duo. A couple of nades across the map right onto it. A cluster bomb or something would easily take down this player. They should be able to do this. It looks like Nagdi's going for it straight off the bat here. Movement coming through to get across the road. There's nothing really Dagon can actually do whatsoever. Defender goes down, but that's not really going to do enough. And he's going to fall to Andrew, getting their first kill on the board here. We'll check out Icons as well, as they're able to take down Rusty. Layla last alive for this duo. They're pushing right on over to it. Shots go down, not able to land any. Trapmaster also doesn't land on Layla either. He's able to stay alive for a little bit longer here, as Frost actually has 3 kills. Remember, this guy's through from the qualifiers. Rankid is using tank. He's more than welcome to. Tank is not bad. It's only Jackal banned currently. as we're going to hop on board with Holy Father and Marab. They're playing it passive yet again, trying to stay alive for as long as possible. They don't want to take any fights that they don't need to. I was actually looking for Vector right there, but I think he might have already died before I could check him out. Oh, another team going past them. Remy and Tokyo are right beside them as well. Don't go into that house, that's for sure. They are in the next zone, but the new zone has just confirmed itself, and it's going to be top north instead of going towards where they wanted it to. Super Jeff did just lose his teammate, being Narosa. He did get the tag back. He rewinded back into the house as well. So Narosa should be able to come back into the action, but it's going to be a little 4K main on 4K main action right now as Geb picks up his custom loadout. They're not going to go for that full kill onto Super Jeff just yet. I think they're just going to play it for the loadies. TSG, 5 eliminations here straight away into the mid game. Oh, that would have been a bad fight. They almost blew up that car, but don't have 2 SMRSs to do it for now, and they're going to hop out of their cars. The FHJ is coming through, almost blows them up as well. Lots of explosives being used in game number 3 on Blackout. Remember, this is the final Blackout game for today. Every game after this will be held on Isolated to find out which duo is the best in the world at both Blackout and Isolated, along with being based on mechanical skill and decision making instead of med strat outside of the zone. Really haven't heard too much from Bardax over the last couple of tournaments. He hasn't been performing too well, but he's able to take down Tom right here. Oh, Pavast last alive on this duo as Bardax has been knocked, gets the full kill onto Tom. Guh needs to do something here. Not gonna land that shot either. Guh should be up on full health. Shots go down, able to crack. There we go. Guh clutches it up, takes down Bardax as well in a 2v1 situation. Great job taking down Latin Americans' top tier talent. Getting his teammate back into the action. They have 6 eliminations on the board. Not too bad from them whatsoever. Great job. As we'll check out Remy. Oh, this could be a 2v2 against Marab and Holy Father here. Holy Father's going to get knocked and fully eliminated. And along with Marab, I think also dying, they're going to be out of game number 3. As the third party from West and COD Ninja have came through. And now it could be a 2v2 from Latam against Filipinos without a third party. We'll have to see if they go for it. It's not looking like they are. Tokyo's going to rotate into the zone, possibly get a different car to pick up his teammate. But Remy may die out in the open here. Oh, this is not good. Rewind, please. Oh, doesn't use his rewind. Does now. Shots could go down and they could blow this up if they had an SMRS. They're not able to do so, though. As both teams are opting to go into the zone instead. We'll hop on board with Narosi, able to take down one. Can he get flags? Oh my gosh. It just seems like the Filipinos today are cooking other gamers with the Hades for eliminations. The Hades is one of those guns that have only came into the meta recently. Bolivia and Holiday also just got eliminated by a different Latam player known as Kust. Kust actually won last week's tournament with Senior J, so that's our #1 team in the tournament, down and out, not even in the top 10. Speaking of #1 teams, we'll have to see if we can find loading in on this. I don't actually see him here whatsoever, so they might have died early as well. We'll have to check out Chamo and Ross Kid to see if they're in it or eliminated. Also, it looks like Kust and Senior J are fully eliminated. I don't see Ross Kid or Chamo, so it looks like our top 3 teams might be out already, which is going to shift up the scoreboards dramatically. Lowtex has been spotted here. I'm going to hop on with his POV because I want to see what he's going to do in this situation. A little bit of snipe on snipe action. He's going to get third party here, get insta-killed, and his teammate, it's all down to him. Insta-kill comes through onto Lowtex. It looks like Hypno's also going to die here with 1 HP on the board. He's going to get eliminated as well. Super Jeff and Narosa playing this perfectly on the main stage. Lowtex did get a self-revive, but he's definitely going to die here. There's no way Lowtex gets out of this situation. Absolutely not, as he falls. And that's going to be them up to 6 total eliminations. Filipinos staying on top for game number 3 on Blackout. Checking out this brand new team now, Venge and Garju. Never heard of these guys before the finals here, but they were picked up because they are supposedly extremely good. Nate also almost one-taps Garju right there. There's a Latam team down below them. Jakari and Brotex actually died first in game number 2. Don't think shots are going to land enough there to cause a kill, so we'll hop on board with Tom as he's trying to shoot down a player also from the Philippines here. Dre's probably going to get out of this, if I had to guess. Appreciate everyone subscribing and following. Make sure if you're watching through a watch party to follow them as well. Maybe give them a gift or two. I'm sure any watch party that's tuned into today's stream would absolutely love that. Neroz and Super Jeff, 7 kills. G and Tom on 8. Could confirm a 9th here. There's only 28 people left alive. It's quite an open zone. Slayer's also going down here, so we're going to have to check out that. Can Necro stay alive and take down the team for a little revenge play? No, they can't. And Stalker, along with Volos, the African duo, takes down Slayer. Oh my god. Things we love to see from the African region, taking down the current Ferg tournament MVP inside of this Dual Destruction Duos tournament finals. Let's stay on board with them for now, as this could be what we wanted to see from the African duo. Oh, looks like Volos has spotted another player here. Stalker's in a difficult spot. I think he may have disconnected. So it's all down to Volos to keep him alive for as long as possible. Wagner and Balor right down below him here. This could be a 1v2 situation if I've ever seen one. Volos is one of those players that we don't really see get enough credit inside of the African region. He's rocking that Urban Tracker OG skin, so he's definitely been playing for a long time. Wagner and Balor are going to get a free rotation into the zone here, as Stalker's still out for the count. We're not sure what's happened to his device. Could be device issues, could be internet issues. We're not too sure. Winter and Baji also barely inside of the zone. Stalker going to get eliminated instantly here. Unfortunate situation for him to be in. Looks like his device has let him down and Volos down after a little 2v2 fight against Stalker, or against Slayer, sorry, by Stalker and Volos. No more revives here either. Volos, the player from Africa, can he do anything at all? Good third party this. He is going to go in for the third party. Volos able to get the crack knock, but not the full kill. As the third party comes in, Leap Wagner's one shot. The kill's not going to come for Volos here either. Losing out on 2 eliminations there onto Wagner and Baji. He's in a solid spot inside of this zone, though. I would opt to say that he needs to stay on top of this house, as there's not really high ground positions that he can get killed from. Balor needs to go down here as well. Able to take him down. Volos in this endgame popping off. First time we've seen this from an African player, and we love to see it indeed. Can he stay alive for a little bit longer and confirm more placement points, though? That's the question. I know it says he only has 3 eliminations, but it should be 5, and he just got a little bit unlucky with it. Now, Psychosis has been taken down. He'll know that that's a player over there with a couple of effects being used, but a 2v1 situation. Filipino players pushing right up the Volos. Super Jeff's going to die outside of the zone. He's able to take him down. 1v2 against a 4K main team. A player from Africa that nobody even knows about. Surely this has to be the most underrated African that we've ever seen. A defender shield going down a little bit further up here would be absolutely clinical to his success. Able to get it down. Perfect play here from Volos. We've never seen this from a player from Africa other than Nagdi. Great stuff from him. For now, we'll hop on board and see what the Filipinos are up to, as Layla has 5 eliminations on the board. His teammate has 2, combining for 7. They're looking good in this end game. We'll check out the other Filipino player, Dre. He's still alive. King Raf from EU also up and at him. Neroza last alive for his team. Super Jeff also getting eliminated from the GOAT from Africa. These guys have 9 eliminations. There's a lot of Filipinos still alive here, but I know I usually check out the Filipinos for the most part. I just want to see what this African is able to do here in this final zone. 8 players still alive, holding on to it for as long as possible. He's going to need to land on Neroza, put down another defender here. Good job from him. King Wrath going down here. He's now top 5 Volos. I want to see something absolutely outstanding. SMRS not able to land right there. He's going to be outside of the zone, taking a bunch of damage. It's going to be 10 HP per shot. That is disappointing to say the least. I thought Africa was going to make a statement right there, but yet again, unfortunate situations do happen, and it looks like the game's going to go to the Philippines, with Chamo being the last alive outside his zone. He's going to fall, and Layla and Rusty are going to take game number 3 of the Blackout portion of this Duo Dual Destruction Major Tournament for $10,000. Great play from them. A first place finish with 10 kills, going to give them 25 points. And if you look at that current scoreboard, they were already number 5. So they're going to go up to, what, 45 total points? Actually, hold on. Yeah, 45 total points based off of that game. They're going to be in a league of their own. I don't think anyone's going to be even close to that. Actually, the closest team would probably be Chamo and Roskid. They were able to get 5 kills. plus that second place finish is going to get them 15 points. So if you look at them, they're going to go up to about 39 total points, but that still leaves a pretty healthy lead for Layla and Rusty going into these isolated games. As we figure out that scoreboard, we'll be able to tell you guys who the best Blackout duo is, and then as we get into the next round, we'll be able to see who the best duos are of all time currently inside of the game. We are going in, I believe, to isolated. All of these players are going to have to leave this room just because of the bug that's currently within the game. I'm actually fingers crossed that Madnan invites me and I don't have to put the password in, because Broski's going to get chucked if that's the case. Appreciate everyone watching. If you're in a watch party, make sure to follow the watch party who is tuning into the stream. I know that I'm pretty sure Senorita Bree is one of the watch parties, Flix's watch party, and Tiny Toon is watch party, and along with Sonho. So if you're watching from their stream, make sure to follow them, make sure to follow me, make sure to follow all of the competitors, as they all have to stream on their social pages. So if you see a player in here that you like, or from a region that you like, you should definitely follow along with them, or subscribe to their YouTube channel as well if they're not live on TikTok and only live on YouTube. Looks like we're getting all of these players in as quick as possible, chat. But that was a good game from a lot of different good players right there. We'll have to get the scoreboards updated in as quick of time as possible. Fingers crossed that nobody else features a brownout from the Philippines. We knew it was going to happen, chat. Unfortunately, we knew before we started the event that there was a little bit of iffiness with the electricity grid in the Philippines today, but we couldn't postpone the event because of announcements that will be happening very, very soon, actually within this week. But yeah, chat, that's going to be it for Blackout. We're going to move on to Isolated. But if you want to say a little guess as to who you think is going to win the entire thing, make sure to put that in the chat right now. We all know who the #1 team is based off of that game, and I believe it's going to have to be Layla and Rusty after the first 3 games of Blackout. Of course, we're going to move into 4 games of Isolated. If you've never went to one of our finals before for our $10,000 Battle Royale tournaments, you should know this. The qualifiers are either 4 or 5 games, and the finals are always 7 total games. Usually the run time is around just over 3 hours long, so it's 3 hours of just pure Battle Royale domination on the main stage from the biggest and the best teams. The kill points, you get 1 per kill. You also get 15 points for winning, 10 points for second place, and third place gets you 7 points, which is pretty much the best placement points that you're going to get. Anything below there, they don't really matter as much. You know, if you get 4th, you'll get 5 points. You know, it goes down quite rapidly after 1st and 2nd, to be honest. But I like it that way. I feel like the 1st and 2nd team should get a lot of points, and then every team after that doesn't really deserve a lot of placement points. And that's why we keep the kill points up high with 1 point per kill for sure. Some players seem to think that Rusty and Layla are going to win this for sure. A couple of Zen pros in the chat on TikTok. Don't know about that. I don't know about Zen pro winning anything. Not going to lie. You see what bro was trying to say on TikTok this week? I mean, god damn, bro needs to keep his mouth shut, chat. Am I right or am I right? Golly gosh. Some Chamos and Ross kids also on TikTok, YouTube. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that those teams are going to win it all? I'm not too sure. Slayer's team will win this. They're the best in the world. Tetra. Slayer's team have been having a very hard time. Hey man, I just got a lion on the main stage from Mr. Thank You. Mr. Thank You, I don't know if you're gonna know this or realize this, but the last time I got a lion, I think it was also from you. I'm not even capping. Does anyone else know when the last time I got a lion was? I feel like we got one recently, but I can't remember. Either way, thank you, Mr. Thank You, for the lion on the main broadcast over on TikTok. If you're wondering what that noise was, YouTube, that is the noise of one of the biggest GIFs in TikTok. The only gift I think that's bigger than that is like is it called the TikTok universe? I'm pretty sure the only one bigger is the universe. Holy madman. Tail Whip is cooking. Love to see that. Hard Dog, thanks for the $5. Appreciate it. He said they are taking Speed Boost away from Trickster next season. I know. And I'm incredibly sad about it, chat. Is anyone else sad that they're taking away Trickster Speed Boost? Is anyone else sad, bro? I'm extremely sad, but thank you very much, Mr. Thank You. You're the top gifter for today by a long shot. Appreciate you. I actually think that you might be from M7. Right? And we have a couple of we actually have 3 M7 clan members inside of this tournament. We got Marab, we also got Nagdi along with Andri. Nagdi and Andri, they're doing okay. Not gonna lie, like going in, they were doing pretty well into that game, but I think after that performance, we'll have to see if they're still up in arms, up at the tippity top of the mountain. But we're waiting for a couple more players to get into here, and we're going to start it up as soon as possible. We need Insolence in there, along with Bax Gaming's teammate, McCoy's teammate, which I believe is Vector. But who knows? Anyone in the Philippines could still be on the brownout. We know that Akaza experienced that. He did get put off his electricity. I just think it's crazy in 2026 that we have countries still in the world that have to deal with throttling electricity. I just think that's unbelievable. Like in 2026 is crazy, chat. Either way, there's Vector back in. It looks like he's back onto the grid. Good to see Vector, Pookie Bear back in the action. Appreciate everyone following and subscribing. Much love to you guys. We're almost ready to get into game number 4, which is the first of 4 isolated games. We're also getting that scoreboard updated for you. To be honest, we might even get the scoreboard before you guys get into game number 4. Super Jeff is crying. Why is Super Jeff crying? He's actually doing pretty good. Super Jeff's actually doing pretty good. Hey, is that Mango I see in the chat? Mango, hey man, I'm coming. I'm coming, Mango. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need a little bit of help though, but I'm coming. Chat, please don't clip me saying that. Please don't clip that out of context, chat. I'm actually begging you. Matter of fact, our production is so damn good that I was just sent the scoreboard after the Blackout portion of today's tournament, and I'm gonna go ahead and update that on your screen. Pookie Bears over on TikTok first. Don't worry about you, YouTube, because I got you just right now as well. Let's go through this while we're waiting for game number 4 isolated portion of today's tournament to start. If you're wondering why it's taking a little bit longer, it's because we had to change rooms just due to a bug inside of the private match. But at the tippity top, you can see it's dominated by the Philippines. Number 1 spot, 45 points. V Rusty and Layla, they're in the number 1 spot for not. I can't believe I just got a TikTok universe in the middle of a $10,000 Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale Championship from Astro. I'm sorry, Mr. Thank You, but Astro takes the number 1 spot. That's the biggest gift you can give, right, Astro? Like, there's no gift above that. So I think that's permanently the number 1 gifter for today inside of TikTok's live stream. What the hell? Thanks very much, Astro. That's sick. I actually never get stuff like that, bro. So I really appreciate it, man. Much love. Make sure to actually gift to the players competing, though. I know they would really support you and really thank you if you gifted to them as well. But thank you very much, Astro. I appreciate it. Running through the point system, we have Ross Kid in here with Chamo at 39. Just below them, we got Holiday in Bolivia with 29. Jeff and Narosa, the Super 4K main roster, are at 27, combined with Loading and Sleuth. Loading and Sleuth got 0 points in back-to-back games. They were first after game 1, and then the next 2 games in Blackout, they got 0 points. The other side of 4K mains roster is in there at 6th place with 20 points. Hasbilla and MJ also at 20. COD Ninja and West at 18. Void and Dre at 18. Secret and Stiller at 17. Unbelievable scenes there from Astro. 45k coins with the TikTok universe on the main stage, chat. We're getting into our first game of Isolated here, ladies and gentlemen. We got 98 people in the plane. Unfortunately, the brownout is still active in the Philippines, so we do have a little bit of a lost player here with Akaza. Much love to Akaza. We're appreciative of you that you were able to participate in the tournament at all, but it looks like the brownout's going to take him completely out. Good to see production performing so well on the main stage, chat. That's for sure. Ain't that right, Chattingpin? Let's see where Holy Father... Oh. Okay, well, I was going to check Marab, but it looks like he's going to die instantly. Little 1v2 situation here for Holy Father. Can he clutch up on the main stage? I'm not too certain because he has a Type 25 as we get into game number 4 of this glorious dual destruction $10,000 tournament. The third party is coming in and helping Holy Father here, though. It's going to be Takeoff and Future, arguably the best qualification team. They finished 1st place. Lewis is probably going to go down here, unfortunately. See you later. That team is going to get eliminated. Holy Father knows that the other team doesn't know that he's there. Let's go on to another Filipino team. What are you guys up to? What the hell? Oh, you exchanging some loot? Oh, you exchanging some... Oh, good boys. Good boys, chat. Ain't that right? I was told that Super Jeff was crying moments ago. I'm not too sure. Not too sure what he was crying about, but they are doing pretty good in this tournament, not gonna lie. So I hope to see them still perform good in the Isolated portion. I know Isolated is obviously the fan favorite map when it comes to big maps, I'm hoping to see a couple more inside information or leaks come out about the next big map that it seems to be coming this anniversary. Yeah, I don't know, chat. I don't know. That's what they said on that video and interview I had with Jeff on the official COD Mobile YouTube channel. If you didn't check that out, I'm sure you've seen a couple of clips about it. Speaking of YouTube channels, chat, we actually posted a long form today of the finals of our $15,000 video series. If you want to check that out between games, you're more than welcome to do so. Looks like West has lost his teammate COD Ninja over by the T3 refinery. This is actually a bad place for him to be in. Not the exact spot, just by losing his teammate, but it looks like COD Ninja's back into the action, so they should be good to go for now. I'd actually like to see if Father got back Marab. Oh, that's going to be tough. He's able to take down Future, but he might die here. A 1v2 situation for Father. Able to take down one with the SMRS. Probably could get the full kill here. Able to do it. Yo, holy Father. He 1v2'd M7 last game. Could he 1v2 the #1 qualifier team this game? I'm not so sure. Also, where the hell is ImZone today? Where is ImZone today, chat? Huh? Has anyone heard of him? I haven't seen him today. What the hell? What happened to him? Did he get dropped from 4K or something? He might have got dropped from 4K, chat, after not making an appearance in the 10K tournament, chat. Not gonna lie. Not that he performed well in the last one or anything, but that's just what I'm gonna say on that. That's all I gotta say on there, chat. Looks like Xana's gonna get taken down there as well. We might actually hop on and see where she's at on the map to see if her teammate can stay alive. Nope, never mind. She dies instantly as well. Going now on to see Dell, one of my favorite Africans inside of this tournament. They seem to be staying alive for now, looting up and exchanging loot. Hope. Guys, this can't be what we're doing here inside of a $10,000 tournament. Listen, I need Africa to stay on top, or at least do something to get to the top. Because what is this, Mello? Bro! Nah, bro, this cannot be real right now. There's no way they're doing a 1v1 with this in the middle of a final of a $10,000 tournament, and people wonder why we're not taking them seriously. Oh my god! Let's move on to Dell, though, as we take him a little bit more seriously. He's getting a lot of loot here with Aegon. I'm expecting big things from them this game. It's on isolated now, so they should be doing a little bit better. I know they don't really practice Blackout as much, so I'm not surprised they did worse over there. Oh, ImZone's in a brownout? Damn. This is so sad, chat. Can we get another TikTok universe for how sad this is? Imagine, chat. Oh, bro. The gifters are like, ooh, stop teasing me. M7 have lost Nagdi here. Did they lose all of their players or just Nagdi? We'll have to see. Andrew's still alive. We want to see them perform well today, as they did good in the qualifiers last game. Nagdi down with 0 kills. Andrew's moving out of that situation. Don't think he has his tag yet. He'll have to go back and get it. Checking out icons as well. They came through the qualifiers also. Not up to much just yet. I'm seeing a lot of people want me to see where Vector's at. Oh god, 1v2. Hezbollah and MJ. These guys are actually in the top 10. If Vector takes them down... Oh wait, he's running double explosives. He doesn't even have a gun. He has 2 rocket launchers. This could actually work in his favor if they go for a car. He could blow it up instantly, right? As Baller goes down to freaking Senior J. Vector. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's not going to be able to do it. Yeah, he's not going to do it in time, unfortunately. He does stay alive, though. Good to see from Vector. His teammate is in the middle of nowhere over on the side of the bridge, though. What the hell is going on with that one? Rusty also going down here. We'll have to check out Layla. These guys are currently #1 inside of the tournament right now. They need to stay alive for as long as possible. Layla's currently this tournament's MVP. Roskid's #2, Chamo's 3, Rusty's 4, Nerosa's 5, Holidays combined with 5, Void, Sleuth, MJ, and Bolivia also in the top 10 for the MVPs of this tournament. If you guys are new here, we put the MVPs on my TikTok story after we're done with the tournament in its entirety, and after I end the stream. Usually takes like 10-15 minutes to update that, though, so just keep that in mind after I end the stream at the end of today's tournament. Let's check out Loden and Sleuth. They got 0 points in the last 2 games, but they were first place after the first game, which is a crazy fall off from Grace. Father's able to get back Marab. Oh, this might be a 2v2 situation this time around. He doesn't know that they're down there, but it looks like they're actually going to go for this fight. Holy Father should probably stay in that. They might actually target them here from the roof. They want to go. Oh, this is a bad fight. I don't think they're going to realize that Future and Takeoff are camping up on top of here. This is a tough spot for Father to be in. Does he have rewind on? Yes, he does. We got to see it from the perfect POV right there. Marab now pushed up a little bit further. He doesn't land the snipe over on Future here, and they might try and get out of this entirely. Marab hops into the car. They're staying alive for a little bit longer, and they get their loadie. At least one of them did. Takeoff and Future both staying alive, along with Marab and 4K. Holy Father, arguably the biggest Filipino player in the world right now. Butler leaving the game. I wonder why. Speaking of Philippines, we've still got good Tom Pips alive, along with Narosa. Super Jeff has died, but we're not sure if he's going to come back into the action anytime soon. Fingers crossed to see him later inside of this tournament. Oh, as Stalker has been spotted, Slayer's coming back with a little bit of a revenge. Stalker was able to take him down last game with his teammate Volus, and now Slayer does not want that to go without a little revenge play. Oh, not able to land the snipe. Shots go down. Oh my god, the accuracy from Necro there was unbelievable. Well played to him to be able to take down one of Africa's finest. Stalker hasn't really been performing well in the tournaments for a long time, but at least he's back today and doing a bit of damage to some top tier talent. COD Ninja and West not up to much this game either. Magic is doing stuff here. He has got 3 eliminations so far inside of this game. And if you pull up the scoreboard, you'll see he's not actually inside it, but I would say he's probably 12th or 13th place with his teammate Patata. I did also see that Lotex is camping on the tippity top of launch base right now, which is hella goofy of them to do. But hey, man, when you're playing badly, you gotta do whatever you can to get as many points as possible, chat. Ain't that goddamn right? That's absolutely right. Let's check out TSG for now, as they're able to take down Andrew from M7. Luckily, Nagdi should still be alive here. We'll hop on and check. Yes, he is. He came back through the revive flight, so he's still alive. We are currently in game number 4, chat, for the people who are asking over on the TikTok chat. Shots going down with the FHJ here. Lovely FHJ usage. TSG should win this fight very easily. Not going to be easy like I thought it would be. But there we go. A third party comes in, and it looks like Stiller and the TSG boys are going to be able to win that. Rewind as well. What a perfect rewind. Pinchado? Panchito? No! The third party as well. Oh my god, Stiller, get the kill, get the kill, get the kill. Go, 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 go. Oh my god, Jack 12's being used here. He needs to get out of this situation. Gonna use the hype max to get momentum to get out of that fight. Great stuff from Stiller. I think he got his teammate's tag there as well. He hasn't scanned it, but I'm pretty sure he picked it up. So a phenomenal job from the Philippines duo. Holy Father and Marab still also alive right now. They're playing a little bit more defensively. They do have a tank beside them. I don't know if they're going to use that tank or what, but I mean, it's there if they want to. For sure. Going down the list to see where all of the better players are, we'll top on board with Chapo. As there's another African team right beside them on the other side of this hill. We could see some African on African violence here in the $10,000 Jewel Destruction Tournament. Tank is perfectly legal, chat. Tank is perfectly legal. It's only Jackal, Medic, and Tempest banned in this, along with teaming up. Chapo spotted the African team right in front of him. I didn't want to see it, but I think there might be some African on African violence here, as Nagdi is eliminated and M7. Unfortunately, their MVP for today is going to be Mr. Thank You, the M7 MVP, instead of the players inside of this tournament. Ain't that right? Not sure where Astro's from, if he's from M7 too, with the TikTok Universe gift. Chapo did see this team right in front of them. This is going to be a team from Latin America. Fund and Soy Topo. They're actually on the scoreboard right now, I believe. At least they were after the game before. Did they get kicked off? It looks like they did. They got barely kicked off of the top 10, whereas they were in it after game number 2. SMRS, I don't think this is going to land. Ooh, he might land it here on the left, though. That was a bad shot. He just gave away his position for no reason. Could have got an easy pick later. Trapmaster going to go down here for the broski. I have him on third person, but it's giving me a first person POV, and they're taking a lot of damage here and now. Oh my god, is that a dragon fire? Oh my god, it's a dragon fire. Oh, they might actually die to this. Oh, Dagon's able to make it go down, but Fund is pushed up, and he might be able to get a knock on to Dagon. There it comes through. Now it's all down to Chapo to make a play here, but he's went into action with a different team from the Philippines. So a little bit of Philippines-Latam connection there. Going into the middle of this game, that African duo is out. Chapo, one of the best players, if not the best player, from the entirety of the African continent. Not only is Chapo really good, he does not talk shit above his skill level like we see fairly often from some really good, talented players in the past from all of the regions in the game. He's a humble goat from Africa, and we love to see that. ENL Yimbo and Julio over here on the other side of this hill. Looks like they're probably not going to push up onto this side of the hill. They'll probably just stay alive over on the other side instead. I was actually going to stay in Stiller there. Speaking of Stiller, we'll watch him. They've got 6 eliminations on the board. A lot of people want me to check out Holy Father here. Not sure what he's up to, but there's a lot of... Ferg! I need this! My house is kind of brown-outed. Please! Holy Father and Marab using that tank! Hey man, it's not banned, bruh. So I'm gonna let that slide. I'm gonna let that slide on the main stage, bruh. This is what I want to see. Some interesting gameplay. Oh, hell no. Imagine being... Wait, where did Wagner go? Imagine being Wagner, seeing a whole goddamn tank coming into the freaking tunnel, bruh. Ain't no way, bruh. Oh, it's not in the next zone either. So if they want to... Oh, it is. Oh, they've got a tank in the next zone. Oh, Wagner. Is he the one shooting? He's not. So Balor and Wagner both know that there is a tank down here. They don't know it's Holy Father, but god damn, this tank is in a solid placement for them to get some juicy little... Why the hell are all the Filipino teams using tanks? When did this become the meta? He's still going. He's still trying to kill this dude with the tank. Ain't no way, bruh. There actually is no way bro's actually rocking the tank right now. A skinless tank as well? Oh my god, bruh. What the hell? Come! Nah, bruh, I can't watch this any longer than I have been watching it. What's Holy Father up? Please, Philippines. I need this. Let's see if anyone can actually get a kill with it, bro. I don't think they've realized that Wagner and Balor are up here. I don't think they know. And Tokyo and Rami could push through here from... Oh my god. It's going to be a Filipino sandwich. And the only player in this tunnel that's not Filipino is Balor and Marab. Oh dear. Oh, Balor. Oh my god, look at this play. Balor sitting in a corner right here. Gets jumped over on. Insta rewind from Rami. Look at that mechanical skill from the GOAT himself. But now Holy Father knows that there's a team up here with his tank, so he could just start spamming tank shells down into the tunnel as well. I don't think he's done it yet, but let's hop on board and see. Oh my god, he is spamming tank shells, bruh. This is some top tier gameplay, bro. No! Holy Father, if you have... Oh my god, he hit one. If you have my stream open in the background, Holy Father. You seen Wagner? Shoot Wagner, bro. Please. Please, Holy Father. I need this. Shot still going down. Oh my god, he's decided, you know what? He wants to pull out the machine gun. He might get sniped out of this tank, not gonna lie. 4K Rami still alive in there. Not sure if they rotated back or not. Getting out of the tank now as it looks to be weak. They've put a couple of cluster bombs inside of it as well. Marab's a little bit further up. I think he should go back in that tank, chat. What do you think? I think Holy Father should hop back in that tank, bruh. Okay, never mind. I just heard 3 cluster nades go down at the same time. Forget I mentioned anything, chat. 3 cluster nades to take down that tank is crazy. Nades coming through. Looks like the comms are going to come through as well. They've spotted Wagner on that right-hand side of the zone. Across in the tunnel here. They're going to need to make a play if they want to stand a chance of winning this fight. Necro getting a couple kills on the ENL, but the cluster does come down. This could be an easy SMRS shot. Bang, does land it onto one of them. It looks like Balor's taking a lot of damage here. Boom, there we go. Balor goes down to Father. Now in a 1v2 situation. Wagner's going to get killed by Father as well, broski. What a play from Marab and Father there, as Father picks up 3 in this game already. The zone is far away, though, and it's ticking for a lot of damage. Marab may die outside of the zone. There's no speed boost for any zone ticks anymore. Oh, another car being used right here. He leaves it for Marab to get into the zone, but I don't think it's going to help him at all, as it's going to be uphill. We'll hop on board with Father's POV as he spotted Necro from down below, uses the rewind to get back into it. Now they're going to need to make a little bit of a play. Father dying and Marab gets knocked outside of the zone. That's going to be all she wrote from Philippines' finest. Arguably the biggest player in the Philippines in this tournament. Let's move on down to Go to see if he can get a little revenge spree onto Necro. Able to do it, gets the 2-piece onto Future and Necro at the same time. Shot's going to go down onto Bolivia and Holiday. Knocking in, knock there. There we go. Knock comes through. What a play from Go. Not the biggest player in the Philippines, but definitely the best youngest player inside of the Ferg tournaments. Remember, you need to be 18 years of age, and he just turned 18 this year, and he's been cooking ever since. Plays go down, able to take down Necro as well. Doesn't get the full kill onto Holiday or Bolivia there, though. That could be an easy headshot. Mello goes down from Africa. Hoping to see him or his teammate make it into the end game, but I don't know if it's going to be likely now. These guys have such a great spot in the zone with the ultimate high ground. Could get a pick here across the map. Definitely doable with that XPR. XPR getting buffed next season. If you didn't see the buffs or nerfs, the XPR is going to be doing way better next season than we're used to seeing from it. As goes rotating down into the zone now. Tech off below him. We've also got a European team right in front of him. These guys did well in the last duo tournament, but it looks like the Hades is going to come through from good. Can he make a thing happen? Oh no, he's going to try and get into the next zone. The defender comes through with usage. Double defender on the first and front and back side. It's not going to help him enough. Tom's good. Both dying outside of the zone there. Tokyo also dying as well. MJ and Hasbullah still alive for now, but they might go down as well from the Philippines. This is looking like it's going to go in the way of the Latin American region, as Flex is still up here having high ground on the building with a goated spot. Ooh, lots of SMRS going down. Lots of med strats with the medic carrier crate here. Claude getting cracked and knocked. He's one shot from Flex. We haven't seen these guys too much inside of this tournament thus far, but this is going to be looking like a great game from them, as the next zone is the final one, and it's going to close in about 30 seconds here. Tom Tech off both dying outside of the zone along with Tokyo. 7 teams still alive and a lot of people outside of zone playing for placement here. Holiday and Bolivia still alive. We've got a Filipino team still up, so it's 2 Latin American teams with duos still up, along with the Filipino team, and 1 more Filipino solo right below them. It's going to be Layla. Remember, Layla, if you pull up the scoreboard or if you look at it on the screen, they're currently in the #1 spot in the entire tournament. So the longer Layla stays alive for here, the better it is for them. Shot's gonna go down onto them. Oh my god, Hasbullah takes down 2 players. That's gonna be another placement slot. There's so many people in this end game that the game's actually lagging. Gonna hop on board with Layla here. It looks like they're gonna play for the placement instead of going for the win. And it looks like, oh my god, there's no way Leap were just gifted this win because everyone decided to play for the placement. Wait, if they don't have a medic carrier crate, they're not going to win this game. Hasbullah, does he have one? Hasbullah doesn't have a medic carrier crate either. They could die outside of the zone here and not win this game. Oh, they barely pull it off, getting the win with a few kills added onto that scoreboard. Let's see what the finals looks like here. We heard that K9 did use a Tempest. We've got the production on it, chat. Don't worry about that. We're going to make sure to check that out to see if they actually did use a Tempest. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably unlikely. It's more so likely that they used a DLQ Omega Maywatt mag to flashbang somebody when they got hit instead of a Tempest. So 8 kills and a win's gonna give them 23 points total. Yeah, 23 points total. Almost cooked myself on the math right there. So that's going to skyrocket them up the leaderboards yet again. After a bad game last time, they died with no points. They're going to go up to 43, so they will probably be in the money. Layla and Rusty finishing second place with 5 total kills. That's also really good for them. They're going to get 15 points, bringing them up to 60 total. Holiday and Bolivia dying in third place with 3 kills. That'll give them 10 points. They were third place. That'll put them up a little bit, but not enough to really make an impact. Then below them, you can see Flex and Pachito, Tokyo and Rami, Future and Tech off with a little bit more kills. Gu and Tom also with 6 kills. King Wrath and Claude died a little bit early there for their kill count, along with Chamo and Ross Kid coming in with 7 kills and 2 points replacement, brings them up to 48 total points. Appreciate everyone following the stream. Make sure to follow the watch parties or the players participating in the tournament as well. Going down the scoreboard even further after game number 4. Remember, it's a 7-game series. We have 3 games left. You can see Jakari getting 3 kills. Mello actually got 2 with his teammate Nana. Good job from the Africans right there. Along with Necro and Slayer combining for 10 total, but they've just not been performing well today whatsoever. Holy Father bowing out a little bit earlier than what we would have liked to see as well. 17th place with 3 kills. Loading and Sleuth getting 4 eliminations that game, going up a little bit more, but I think they might go out of the top 5 here after that gameplay for the last couple of games. They've been kind of performing terribly after the first game where they got 27 points. You can see TSG are in here as well with 8 eliminations. They were able to only get 8 points, to be honest, out of that game. They got nothing for placement whatsoever. Bullboz and Ican also having a very difficult time so far in the return tournament inside of duos this time around. We got Fund and Soy Topo in there with 4 kills as well. Don't know where they're going to end up this tournament. They've been in and out of the top 10 throughout the entirety of it. Super Jeff and the Rose, a terrible game. If we go further down the list, you can see where everyone else kind of ended off. M7 had a really tough one here as well, along with Volos and Stalker. I think Volos has kind of lost his momentum after blowing himself up with the freaking SMRS at the end of the game before last. Going down to the bottom, you can see where all of the players that had a disappointing game this time around ended up placing. Zen Problem. You are going to be a problem, Zen, bro. But I'm going to be your problem. Because you're going to be going bald very, very soon, broski. Anyway, we're going to get ready to get into game number 5. We did hear that Kaza did get a brown out, which is unfortunate for him. Rest in peace, Kaza. We love you nonetheless. We hope to see you back here very soon. Maybe the brown out will finish. Fingers crossed for that. But I'm not too sure. I'm getting confirmation that Astro's from a team called NSG. So we got M7. The M7 MVP this time around is clearly thank you instead of being the players in the tournament because they have not been performing yet today. But who knows? M7 Nagdi along with Andrew did perform at the latter half of yesterday's qualifiers, so maybe they'll perform in the latter half of today's tournament. 3 games left, ladies and gentlemen. 3 games left. The scoreboard that you're seeing on the screen right now is after game 3. We just finished game 4, so we're getting the scoreboard updated as soon as possible. We're also going to get into the next game as fast as possible. It looks like Akaza is still inside of a brownout right now. Unfortunate situation for him to be in. I think we had another player also in a brownout from Team 32, so they can't join because there is no electricity in their portion of their country currently. What the heck is a Phoenix? Oh my god, what is that, Flicks? I have never seen that in my entire life. Is it meant to have a sound? It had no sound. That thing looked epic. What the heck? I've never seen that in my entire life. Is that a brand new one? It's got to be a new one, right? I've never seen that before, Flix. Flix is actually one of the people watch partying, I believe. Is he? Is he still watch partying? I feel like he is one of the watch partiers. He was watch partying earlier, right? Well, there you go. You can click on his profile with the Phoenix thing and go check out his watch party stream, chat. I've never seen a Phoenix before, ever. Never, ever, ever seen a Phoenix. I didn't even know that was a gift. I was kind of hoping that it would have some sort of, like, sound. But it didn't have any sound whatsoever. Yeah, it's a crazy gift, chat. What the hell? Thanks very much, bro. All right, we're getting the scoreboards in very shortly, chat. They're just not updated yet, but as soon as they are, I will put them on your screen over on YouTube and TikTok. Why does Negi not have a teammate? Crystal asks from YouTube. It's because Akaza internet and electricity was turned off due to the Philippines brownout today, so he won't have a team unless Akaza comes back. I mean, he could probably sub in a player and we would let him do it, but they would have to stream on very short notice. I'm sure Maddan is already talking to them about that if Nagy wants to get a quick substitute in. Indeed, Leocious. I would have loved that to make a noise, but I don't know if the Phoenix comes with a noise, chat. All right, let's see where everyone has to land this time around. Looks like Father and Marab are landing over by Estate again. They landed here last game, and we've seen them fight a couple of different teams. Oh, Zaina has actually landed with Future. She is going to get knocked instantly from takeoff there. See you later, alligator. Scylla is still alive, though. She's going to get out of this action for now. We've also got another M7 team over here as well. Where did Holy Father's team go? Oh, they're inside of the estate now. Okay, I see, I see. So they are all around. It looks like the M7 teams are actually right beside each other. This could be an unfortunate way to go out. Speaking of ways to go out, I'd love to see Zanpro die early this game just to, of course, talk trash to him for being bad. Wasn't me, chat. Mods, don't ban me. They stay alive. They got a 1 kill on the board here for the first few minutes of game number 5. We played game number 4 last time. All right, speaking of game number 4, it looks like the broskies have now sent me the updated scoreboard. So I'm going to go ahead and download it right now. While we wait for some teams to get into the action, how about we watch the best player of all time, Baller.
Here we go.
What does he have to show us, chat? Let's check this movement, chat. Is he the best? Guys? This is embarrassing to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Chat. Yikes. Yikes. The standards have fallen in the Ferg tournaments, chat. What can I say? Bro. Chat, this is ridiculous. Listen, I had to let him in, okay? I had to let him in, bruh. On God, I did, chat. I just had to do it, but I mean, God, I might have to kick him out. I might have to kick him out, chat. Not gonna lie. Oh my God, bro. What is this? Hey, chat. What region does it look like Baller's from? If you had to guess, what region plays the most like Baller? What region is it? What region do you think is the most like Baller? Hey man, I'm not gonna say anything that you guys are saying, but you can read the chat. I'm not gonna say any of the regions that you guys put. It looks like TikTok is spamming, where they think the players play like him the most. Which region has the most bots, chat? Hey man, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing, bro.
The safe zone is collapsing.
But as you can see with the updated scoreboard, chat, Rusty and Layla are number 1. Ross, Kid, and Chamo are number 2. MJ and Hasbullah are 3rd. Holiday and Bolivia are 4th. Loading and Sleuth are 5th. And from 6th to 10th, we've got Gert, Tom Pips, Jeff, DeRosa, Secret Stiller, Flex, and Panchito. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chapo in a little bit of a fight here. And of course, COD Ninja and West. Chapo needs to make something happen here. He does have the Trap Master to slow down the enemy team if they do decide to push him. SMRS almost takes him out there. That's not going to be too good. Let's see who this is fighting him. It's going to be Tom and 4K Guh. There's a lot of trash talk between these regions recently, so we'll have to see which one comes out on top on this gameplay. Tom landing a couple shots over to the gun, and Chapo here moving around the side, rewinds back. Oh my God, the mechanics of Tom here is absolutely exceptional. The mechanics are definitely going to win them this 2v2 situation, as Chapo is 1 HP away from a 1 pump with the shotgun, and I think the 1 pump may come in. Chapo gets, oh my God, gets the 1 pump on Get, and Tom, Africa's very own best player, takes down the duo of Gut and Tom Pips on the main stage with his back against the wall, using the buy 15 and 1 HP. What a goddamn play by, in my opinion, Africa's best player. player. What an insane play. High MS against the team that had the best MS in the server. Bro cooked him on the main stage. Holy. Not only that, he's going to be able to get back his teammate into the action in a couple of moments, chat. Unbelievable. 1v2, 1 HP, 1 pump play from Africa's very own Chapo, chat. Oh my god. He didn't need to do them dirty like that, did he, chat? He didn't even do them that dirty. Oh my. I thought for sure he was down and out. I was like, this is it. He's dead. He's not going to get any 1 pumps. He's going to be the one getting 1 pumped. But instead he said no, Ferg, and he dropped 2 back-to-back. Super Jeff and Nerose are the last 2 remaining from the 4K main roster in this duo duel tournament for game number 5. Father able to pick a player apart here. Takeoff gonna go down here, probably get full killed. Love to see that. This is an interesting skin for him on the growl. Marab still alive. Really haven't seen too much from him, if you have to ask me, chat. Haven't seen much from him whatsoever. Honestly, chat, go into his chat for Chapo and say frickin' Ferg said W Chapo or something. Glaze him for that 1v2, because that was unbelievably incredible. Make sure to say to Chapo that I said that was glorious. Speaking of something glorious, though, Father in a 2v2 situation here. Not sure what team this is. It's going to be another... Oh my god, Filipino roster. Holy Father gets eliminated instantly from Hasbilla and MJ. See you later, alligator. That's what they're saying. Tokyo comes back into the action along with Remy. They're still alive for now. Slayer and Necro having a terrible tournament this time around. But Chapo, my god, if he doesn't get into the top 10, at least he had a top 10 moment for the year with that 1v2 play. Am I right, Africa? I think I'm pretty on point with that one. We'll go on and see what Bardax is up to with Pavas. These guys are from Latin America. McCoy's right in front of them along with Winter. Or not even Winter, Vector. This could be bad. Is he gonna hit it? Oh, he misses it with his thumper. No, Vector. He's probably gonna die here. Uses the ninja to try and get out of this situation. Thumper comes down, but not able to get the kill. McCoy not gonna really be too much help here. Oh my god, that's embarrassing, Vector. Maybe next time, bro. Maybe next time. You know what? Africa's on a little bit of a momentum spree here, so let's hop on and see what...
Airdrop has been delivered. Airdrop has been delivered.
Listen, I understand the World Cup's coming up, bro, but what the hell is going on here, bro? Guys. Guys.
Airdrop incoming.
Is this really
Airdrop.
the best the African region has to offer?
Airdrop has been delivered.
Guys. Guys. Like, it goes Chapo, Dell, Stalker, and their teammates, and then everyone else in that region, chat. Matter of fact, I'll put Nagdi up there too. I'll put Nagdi up there with the tippity top of Africa, but I mean, goddamn. The difference between the top and what the hell's going on here, I mean, my god. These guys are up here with prime piece of heaven and prime baller at this point, bruh. Oh my golly gosh, chat. At least McCoy's still alive also, chat. Love to see him. Not gonna lie, I'm not even sure who this is on team number 22. I'm gonna have to check. It's actually a team from the Philippines. You're not gonna believe it. They are Filipino in a little bit of Philippines on Africa action on the main stage, playing football inside of the field. It looks like MJ wants to come in here as well. MJ, are you gonna join them? Are you gonna join them, MJ? Oh, he doesn't even know that they're in here. MJ has no idea. Oh, now he knows. Now I know. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys in the past. I can't believe what I'm witnessing here in a $10,000 tournament. Oh, snipes. About to go down here on the fun. Not able to land it. COD Ninja. A little bit of an inaccuracy there, if I do say so myself. How are we letting Zen Pro stay alive this long? Somebody needs to stream snipe it. I mean, somebody needs to kill him. Because, you know, stream sniping is illegal. And against the rules, but, you know. Somebody needs to take him down, is what I'm saying. Medic? Who's using Medic? Who's using Medic, chat? Let's see what Chapo's up to. Oh, he's over by Kill House. Hold on. I see that Marab's in a little bit of a fight here. He got his first 2 kills of the tournament, I think, right there. We unfortunately missed that. But let me know who's using medic, chat. It's definitely not Holy Father, that's for sure. Somebody said that. No, he's using rewind. We can see it right here. Production, let me know if anyone's using medic. Looks like Holy Father and Marab are up to some good here. They might get blown up here in this car, though. Yep, I'd seen that coming from a mile away. You never hop in a blown up car in this tournament, dude. Holy Father now in a terrible spot here. He does have the Hades, though. Oh, he's screwed. He's dead. There's no way he gets out of this. Oh my god. Shots go down, Holy Father. That's just unfortunate. Oh, Marab gets away, but he's going to die outside of the zone. He could use his trickster to try and get into it, but I don't think it's going to happen, as they're going to target him from across the map. See you later. Pabas gets the kill. I'm going to blame Marab for that death because he hopped into a car when he shouldn't have. Now, let's go into some teams that are in the zone. Guys, why is Zenpro still alive? Somebody kill him, please. Oh, this could be the portion where he dies. Wait, he's over by the football field. Guys, we can't let this go on. We gotta put some rules in for this. Don't we, chat? Wait, what the hell is this? Really? We got a cross-continent game of football before the World Cup even comes out this year. We got Africa versus the Philippines in the $10,000 iFerg tournament soccer/football world championship, chat. Oh, they're looking good right now, chat, aren't they? Zenpro coming in from the field on the right-hand side, trying to get a couple of knocks over onto a different player, but not able to do so. It looks like we're getting third-partied in here as well. Tooth able to take down 1 in this football championship. Oh, whoever gets that full kill is going to confirm that and add it onto their points total. Please don't let it be Zenpro. We don't want to see him get any more points. Ain't that right, chat? We want to see Zenpro bow down and out last place in the tournament, please and thank you. Guys, MJ, you're ruining the fun, bruv. Okay, MJ? You're ruining the goddamn fun of this, brother. What the hell is going on here? Oh my god, they're all getting killed from across the way. I can't believe we got the World Cup before the World Cup came out. We got the World Cup before GTA 6 pre-order started, chat. Oh my golly gosh. Zenpro, I'm just gonna have to leave you, okay? This is unbelievable. I don't want to watch that anymore. Tokyo's medic? Really? Didn't see him. Production, you can update me on that. You can update me on that, production. Ah, okay, never mind. Madman confirmed that he removed it from the lobby, so you can't even use it whatsoever. Chat, you cannot use medic at all. Stop trolling me, goofballs. Naroja should be able to get his teammate back into the action here with a little revive. There we go. There's still 57 people left alive in this zone, which is absolutely diabolical. That's a lot of people for such a small zone. Slayer and Necro really don't have any kills, chat. They really don't have any kills whatsoever. I would really like to see them pick it up the pace here, but I don't think it's going to be likely. They've been, in my opinion, having a terrible last few tournaments. I mean, ever since Slayer won the Rebirth event, he hasn't been the same since. They clutched up and dominated on it, and, I mean, after that, there was pretty much nothing going on. Slayer now rotating in from behind here. He will find a team out in the open. Might be able to throw a couple of nades over, catch them off guard, hit them for some damage, and then finish them off with this AK-117. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, however. No kills coming through for them. Speaking of kills, though, it looks like Chapo may get killed as Dagon's last alive on the team. A 1v2 situation. It's going to be Aegon and Dell. Looking right at him. He does have Defender, but not another one to use. They do know he's behind it here. If they had nades, they could easily kill him or an SMRS, and it looks like the SMRS is going to come out. Some Africa on Africa violence. The SMRS comes down. He's able to get hit by it twice. Dell pushing through. Easy picks. Some African violence right there, ladies and gentlemen, as Aegon takes down the last remaining team player, known as Dagon, with Chapo also dying. Oh my god. Chapo came through with the revive flight. How? No way, he's still in it. I thought for sure he died too fast to be able to stay up and alive. But he's in the next zone at the tippity top of this tower, and he might be able to stay alive for the rest of the game. Stalker and Volos unfortunately dying to flags. Another African team out in game number 5, as we're going to hop on board to the Latin American teams now, as we haven't given them enough camera time, have we, chat? Looks like Ross Kid and Chamo staying alive here with 0 kills on the board. They are on the tippity top of the scoreboard, though. They're sitting in 2nd place currently as it stands, which is very good. They might have a chance to win it here for Latin America. Latin America won last week's tournament as well, and I said in that it might be the start of Latin America's reign as the #1 region inside of Call of Duty Mobile. It was Philippines for quite a long time, and before that it was Europe and Middle East. Let's see what Flex is up to with Panchito. They're on the top of the high ground. They're even higher up, I think, than Chapo. Is Chapo still alive, or did he get picked apart? He is still up there. Wow, what a shot from a bold balls and I can here from across the map. We'll check out Pavas now, though, as he's trying to rotate into the zone with Bardax. 1 HP from Bardax here. He needs to stay alive and get that HP back up to full, then he can rotate into the zone from there. As COD Ninja, another player from Latam, dies outside of the zone. He's trying to make it in as well. Does he have a revive? He does. That's good for him. He's got that medic plate carrier, so he'll be able to get into the zone surely, as the next one doesn't collapse in until 49 seconds from now. Balor gonna go down there, but Wagner's still alive for a little bit longer. It's a 1v1 situation with Bardax. Balor could get self-revived here, or could get team revived. He has the self-revive as well. Bardax isn't close enough. He's trying to stay alive for a little bit longer. Wagner stays up for now.
Airdrop incoming.
Bardax might be able to re-knock him. He's going to push for it right here. Balor gets down the defender just in time. Balor applying pressure to Bardax. Defender comes in through as well from Bardax's side. Balor pushing up, closing the gap with another defender. Wagner just behind him as well. Rotating down below. Balor wants to get aggressive here along with Wagner. Not able to confirm the knock, though. Unfortunate situation for them to be in. Let's check down over onto Killhouse. As you can see, a lot of different teams from a lot of different regions. We've got Europe, we've got Philippines, we've got Africa, we've got the Middle East inside of this final zone. Also, Chapo in the tippity top of the tar. No gun, unfortunately, for him, as he came back there through a revive flight. The brand new class ability being used. Don't know how Bolivia didn't die to that frickin' SMRS from Aegon, but I mean, it looks like Africa's SMRS supposedly does less damage, because what the hell, that should have been a one-tap if you ask me. Latam's up here in the hill along with COD Ninja, making it into this final zone barely. We also have Philippines' #1 team of this Dual Destruction tournament up on the high ground here. It'll be interesting to see where they rotate into the zone based off of this position. They're going to rotate right past Bardax, who is just below them. We'll hop on and see the POV of their angle as Rusty gets the high ground here. Layla's on the low. Text on COD Ninja. There's another player over on that area of the map, though. They'll be able to see them rotate in. I think Layla didn't spot Bardax. Bardax might get a free rotation in here. Never mind, he's been spotted from across the map. SMRS goes down, not able to land it here from Layla. We'll hop on board with Rusty and see if we can see his POV to see if he has an angle for anyone. Ooh, he spotted a couple of players here. That's bad from him. He's going to get sniped across the map. Not looking good. We'll hop on and see what Layla has to say about that. Smoke is probably going to go down here, but it's not going to help him. And now Layla needs to stay alive as a solo. Only 1 kill on the board and no placement points here. Boom. SMRS straight to the dome onto Flex. Panchito also gets eliminated in a 2v1 death spiral from Philippines' very own onto that Latin American God Squad. Keep in mind, that Latin American duo was 9th place, so he's increasing the gap again between those guys. Good job from Layla here in this final zone. 13 teams still alive. Look how small this zone is. Definitely going to go to this final zone, chat. That's for sure. It's going to clap in on itself, and there's still going to be multiple teams alive as we hit the end of this game. Layla in a 1v1 against Bolivia here. Might actually be a 1v2. It is a 1v2. That's not bad because he has rewind. There we go. Uses it to get out of that situation. Perfect rewind from him. Toxic Overload does get used, but he's going to stay alive for a little bit longer. Layla now going in between Slayer and Necro. He's in a bad spot here. Slayer's probably going to take him down. Oh, Slayer doesn't spot him yet. There we go. Rewind comes through, not in time. They're going to fall out early here. Another Filipino team still alive, though, for a little bit longer. Let's hop on board with Slayer and Necro to see if they can actually win a game for once. They've been doing terrible in all of the duo events. But shots are going to go down onto Bolivia. These guys, oh my god! The downfall of Slayer might actually be here, ladies and gentlemen. I have not seen him win a gunfight the entirety of today's tournament, as Holiday and Bolivia turn on him with the SMRS. Defender shield goes down here. Finnick in hand for Necro. I don't think it's going to be enough. Slayer gets the self-revive off, but he's going to die outside of the zone again. He's going to get full killed as well. Shots go down. Necro able to do something though to Holiday. A 1v1. Bolivia is still alive here. He does have an SMRS and Defender. It's not going to help him at all. Necro balls. 9 players still alive. This is the final zone and it's shrinking in 10 seconds. Have you ever seen this many people left in a zone like this, chat? Because I certainly haven't. Lots of players from multiple different regions here. I think Magic and Patata may take this, and Magic may go up on that MVP ladder at the end of today's tournament if they finish in the top 10. Oh my god! A glorious nade from the biggest streamer in from Latam over onto the Philippines. Last player here. Bolivia trying to get into the zone, but it looks like it's going to go in the way of Magic. Fun staying outside of the zone as well. We've got multiple different Latam teams and a European team in this final zone. 4 teams still alive as Fun dies outside of it. It's collapsing in on itself again right now. Shots go down. Magic able to take down one. Can you get the second? No. It has to be all down to Patata here. He takes him down. Patata, does he have a medic create carrier? He doesn't! Did somebody just win a game with medic carrier crate? I think Fund might have clutched up that round. Oh my god, they did. Just because they had the medic carrier. Wow. That is so sad for Patata and Magic, bro. They just lost out on 5 extra points because they didn't have the medic crate carrier, bro. The medic plate carrier. Oh my gosh, look at that. They had 9 kills too. Unfortunate situation for them to be in. At least they got 19 points, but they could have got 24 off of that win. Either way, Fund and Soy Top were getting 17 points off of that game with only 2 kills, which is crazy. King Rap and Claude in there at 3rd. We also got Bolivia and Holiday 4th. Goat Chamo and Ross Kid 0 kills, but a 5th place finish. They're playing for consistency right now. Neck Row and Slayer 7 kills and a good finish. They're going to be able to get 9 points off that game, but I don't know how that's going to end up. I'm going to go ahead and ask, do we have any update on the Tempest, Madnan? Some people on TikTok are asking about the Tempest being used inside of that game, specifically from Rezox. I didn't see it, so I don't know. Going down the list, you can see Leaper in there as well, along with VPR Pavast, Necro, Icons, Leap has Bullet, and MJ 7 kills, 1.8 points total. Layla and Rusty died a little bit too early there. I think they might lose their #1 spot. We'll have to check. I'm going to look at the leaderboard right now. Nah, they're going to be safe for now, chat. They're going to be safe in that #1 spot for now, in my opinion. All of the other points seem to have gone for different teams outside of the teams that actually did well in the previous games. Again, thanks to Flex, Mr. Thank You, and Astro for all those gifts earlier. Looking on board, I don't see any M7 players on the tippity top. Like I said before, Mr. Thank You's been the M7 MVP so far this tournament. Low-Tech's died early as well. You can see at the bottom of the scoreboard there. Along with Andrew and Nagdi. Low-Tech's girlfriend also dying quite early on there alongside him. Guh and Tom, probably the most disappointing game they've had so far because they got absolutely cooked by Africa's very own best player being Chapo. Good job to him. I'm sure we'll see some African edits of Chapo absolutely reeling those guys to the side, especially with the ping advantage they had. That was kind of embarrassing that they died there, to be honest. Also, I need to know who let Zanpro get a kill. Because whoever did, mods, ban him. Eradicate him. Alrighty, chat. We're getting in and ready to start our 6th game. The scoreboards will be updated once we get into it. Update again, you can't use medic at all because it's completely banned from the lobby. There's no way for anyone to use medic, so you definitely didn't see anyone. Interesting team 26. Let me see. Ooh, Vector and McCoy might be going through a brownout right now, chat, so they may be offline. It's a big problem today inside of the Philippines, but it is what it is. There's not much we can do about it, so we just trip on. Madman, you're free to start the next game whenever you want. Ban medic carrier crate? I mean, we might have to, bro. We might have to, bro. This is such a banger song, ain't it, chat? What a banger, broski. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Vector and unfortunately his teammate are experiencing a brownout, so it is what it is, broski. And we're also waiting for Soy Topo, interestingly enough. And then we'll get into game number 6. My little scrumdiddlyumptious. I see a lot of people saying to ban SMRS. What do you guys think about that? Should we ban the SMRS? I don't know about that. I don't know about that, chat. SMRS, maybe. Maybe we'll have a vote on YouTube. Maybe we'll have a vote on YouTube, chat. How about that? Well, we may have a vote on that. I quite like the SMRS because it adds a little bit of flair, a little bit of spice. Next thing you're going to ask is to ban freaking shotguns. Maybe we might have to do a shotgun ban tournament again, chat. We did that in the past, right? We might have to run it back for one time. All right, Mad Dan. That's time. That is time. They have no more time left. They will need to start the game, unfortunately. Apparently we were waiting for Soy Topo. I don't see him. Balor's reviewing results for some reason as well, but we're going to get into game number 6. We're about to reveal the scoring for game number 5, chat. Production's about to send me the graphic, then I'll put it up on your screen. Appreciate it. Oh, Chapo's reviewing results. I know why he's reviewing results after that game, bro. He's probably hyped up with his chat. What a great performance from him, man, last game with that 1v2 situation. Unbelievable. Execution tournament. Oh, y'all are tripping now. This is a competitive league. The only person that's not competitive in here is Baller. But we had to let it slide for one time. We had to let it slide one time for the one time, chat. Yes, indeed we did. Guh, I'm looking at you face to face. I need you to step it up, bruh. We all seen that 1v2, bruh.
Time for the mission.
I need the broski to step it up. Oh, Ferg throw. Okay, that's all he needs to do, chat. He had the Ferg throw in there. He's looking good. He's feeling good. I'm ready to see something good, chat. My Pookie Bears. This is the penultimate game, chat, which means the second last game of today's tournament, the Dual Destruction Final Duos Tournament for the year, chat. There'll be no other duo tournament inside of 2026. This is the final one. Yes, indeed. We'll do a little vote for the SMRS, chat. Don't worry. We'll do a little vote. Man, can we get an update on Razox using the using the Tempest? I really doubt he did, but chat is spamming. I think he just used the DLQ Omega Baywalk mag. Check farm. I'm looking at farm right now. I can see that. Is Holy Father going to farm some kills? Oh, a couple of people have landed right beside him. Who is it? It's going to be Baller. Baller and Kidlat. Oh, no, bruh. Not the GOAT, bruh. Nah, I don't think Holy Father's going to be able to take him down. I don't think Holy Father's going to be able to take down the best player in the game, chat. Baller is literally the #1 player in COD Mobile history. Nobody has been as good as him. And I'm so thankful that he joined our tournament. Father? Yep, you don't. No. Oh, he might get him here. Oh, guys. Oh, Baller. Oh, Baller might get him. Oh, chat. Maybe not, guys. Maybe not. It was a very thrilling fight. Very intense fight. Very competitive fight. Must I say, chat. Baller really showed us why he's the best player. Mods! Ban Baller from future tournaments. What the helly? Moving on swiftly from that absolute atrocity of a gameplay. Also, why did Marab have to kill the bro? Marab should have let him live, man. He's only a little baby, chat. He's only a baby. Looks like M7 are losing players here as well. Oh, Nagdi's down, but I don't know where he was killed from. Are they around here? Ooh, looks like it could have been Takeoff and Future. That's not a team that you want to go against, chat, at all. You don't want to be anywhere near that duo. That's for sure. Nashti and Yahtzee have done nothing this tournament, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, chat. Also, Rezox did not use Tempest, by the way, chat. No reports were stated. Let me check him right now. What are you doing, Rezox? Huh? Why does my TikTok chat hate your guts, huh? Are you killing some Filipinos, huh? You might be. We haven't seen too much from a Bolt Balls and ICANN today either. They've been having a very bad one as well. But let me go on to farm here, as I believe Holy Father might be going into another fight. And it's gonna be between... is that OG?
Airdrop has been delivered.
The whole OG roster? Just chilling? Look at Zanpro, bro. Like, he thinks he's good or something, chat. Look at this dumbass. Oh my god, bruh. It's time for retirement for you, bruh. Oh my god. Bro thinks he's dead-ass OG broken with this skin, chat. Who's gonna tell him?
Zone is collapsing.
Who's gonna tell him to wise up, chat? Oh my, yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. You see me on the stream, huh? Yeah. Stand if you're a good boy. Stand if you're a good boy, Zanpro. Come on, stand up. But only stand if you're a good boy, though. Zanpro. No, he's not gonna stand, chat. He's naughty boy, chat. He's not a good boy, chat. He's only crouching. I think M7 Murad and Holy Father are gonna take him down real quick. Are you really not standing at all? Because I said if you're a good boy, you'd stand? Oh my god, unbelievable. Let's go see what Holy Father and Marab can do about this situation, chat. Marab has 2 kills. This is his world record amount of kills here. The most kills we've ever seen him get in a game. Holy Father pushing up to Zanpro. I don't know, something's hit me like he's almost stream sniping them. He's going up and top. He's not there anymore. He's not there anymore, bruh. Bro, Holy Father definitely has his stream open, bruh. Holy Father definitely has his stream open, chat. On God. Matter of fact, when we wait for this fight to happen, let me download the brand new scoreboard and we'll get it updated on the screen, chat. Because what the hell, dog? What the hell, dog? Okay. Ooh, it's actually not really changed that much, chat. A lot of different teams have caught up with the #1 team now, so it's going to be closer than what it was before, that's for sure. Still a little bit of a lead here coming through from Russ and Layla. Holy Father, I mean, like, I understand you're playing defensive, but it's Zanpro. Like, brother's gonna miss his shoot button anyway. There's no reason for you not to push this guy. Wait, hold on. Zanpro, buddy. Hold on a second. Zanpro? He's not gonna shoot this guy? Are you being serious? This is a 2v4. Shots going down. Holy Father able to crack one, but now Marab's going to be there as well to help him clean up this portion of the map. Zanpro literally only targeting Holy Father, by the way. Only shooting Holy Father. He is not shooting the other team. This is unbelievable, unsportsmanlike performance from Philippines' biggest bot. Coming in from the back now. I know he likes it from behind, so that's why he's doing it. Zanpro on top of the roof here, able to take down Marab. Surely, never mind. Misses a bunch of shots. There we go. Takes him down, and unfortunately, Holy Father died.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Anyway, let's just look the other way, guys. Oh, what a nice building that was. Wow, I wonder who came up with this design, chat. Really lovely building. Did you guys hear that, you know, there's a new big map coming, chat? So there is to the game. There's a new big map coming to the game. I mean, Jeff confirmed it in the video that I interviewed him on. Matter of fact, speaking of YouTube videos, why don't you just go check out my brand new YouTube video that I posted today? I mean, it's a 1 out of 10. Right, guys? Guys? Ooh! A desert wolf! Hell yeah, Irving, thanks very much, man. Let's go, broski. Wait, hold on, I just seen Zanpro die. Hold on, I need to come back. Yeah, that's right. That's right, good boy. Now it's time for Tooth to die as well. Tooth, it's...
Time for a fire sale.
Let's check out the African region, why don't we? They've been doing well today, haven't they? You know, Chapo's been popping off. I'm excited to see him pop off again. Let's just, you know, change our attention over to this side of the tournament, chat. How about that? Oh, what about Cursed? These guys won last tournament, but they don't have medic to use this time around, so it's been a difficult one for them. Instead, last one was a little bit easier. The scoreboard is updated after game number 5, chat. This is game 6. Let's see what TSG are up to now as well. Is there anyone around them? Doesn't look like it. So they're free to rotate into the zone for now. Magic, on the other hand, also nobody around him. I just seen Baller leave the lobby. Not surprised because he got cooked earlier, bro. He gave it his all, but unfortunately he died. Winter doesn't have the Jackal this time either. The entire tournament. He does see a duo in front of him. Shot's going to go down. Will he be able to get one of them? Interestingly, he's using the chopper instead of the Hades. It is a groundlet chopper, so that's probably why he's not using the Hades just yet, because he doesn't have the loadout for it. Shot's going to go down, but they're not going to take that fight any longer than they have to. They actually might go into this other team here, going to be Icons over to the right-hand side. Get away from there for now. How's Negi been doing by himself? Negi. Hey, I just seen Broken leave. Bro, chat, Broken was in the tournament today, guys. Did you just see him? He just left. I just seen Broken leave the game, chat. Holy, real Broken, chat. Oh my god. Coming back from retirement and finishing last place. Crazy. Let's watch arguably the worst Filipino COD Mobile player of all time. This is not the Garena movement I'm expected to seeing. Hey, man. Does he know how to drive this? Is he gonna crash it? No, he is not gonna crash it. Oh, you don't. Oh, that's crazy, Zanpro. You don't know how to get into a car. Who invites this guy, man? Who invites this guy to the tournament, chat? Honestly. Mods! Oh, we got Chapo. We got Africa's best player right here. It's time to take down Filipino's worst player. No, this is the wrong way, Chapo. Dagon, drive the other way. We need you guys to fight these guys. No, this is the wrong way. Whatever. It's time to go and watch what could be the next best player that turns washed inside of the tournaments, chat. It definitely could be. We've seen it in the past from a few players, and you know, those players don't play in the tournaments anymore for a reason, chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may be looking for them, but they're not here anymore after they became washed. I'm just throwing shit at everyone at this point, chat, but the most shit needs to be thrown at the Zanpro. They're still in the car, so they're probably, honestly, they're gonna make it into the end game.
Airdrop has been delivered. Airdrop has been delivered.
Did I just see him get sniped out of the goddamn car? Headshot while it was moving?
Engaging the enemies.
From the top of launch base? Dude, Holiday, I hope you recorded that, because what the hell was that shot? Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. Unbelievable shot from him. I wish I could have seen that one. But you know who I want to see right now? My goat Chapo with the Trapmaster. Definitely the best performance from Africa today comes from Chapo. Hoping they finish at least in the top 10. Who knows? They might even finish in the money as the time goes on. Our current #1 team only has 1 kill this time around, so that means a couple of other teams may be able to catch them. But they are quite far ahead, chat. They are quite far ahead. Right now, they're 11 points ahead. Chamo and Rosskit are right on their tail, along with MJ Hezbollah, Holiday and Bolivia, and Fund, along with Soy Topo, chat. Different top 5 from last week, because the medic is banned. This is round number 6, chat. Round number 6. The game after this will be the final, and it will be the decider of who's the best duo in Call of Duty Mobile's Battle Royale mode right now. Let's check them again. Are they still sniping people? Lotex is below them now. Lotex used to be one of the best snipers in the world. Still might be, but I think Holiday with these kind of snipes might take him down. There we go. Another kill comes through. He spotted Chapo as well. Needs to land another here. I don't even think... Yeah, he's not even using a custom DLQ. This dude is popping off with a default DLQ. Somebody check this guy's device. What the helly? Bolivia's on the tippity top. Lotex is down below them as well, along with Hypno.
Airdrop.
They might be able to get another little snipe on there, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely possible. For now, however, let's hop on board with Tom. As they're gonna get a little kill onto one of the elite players, Dre. Third party comes in. Oh, dearie me. Get last alive. Oh my god, fourth party comes in. Oh dear, fourth and fifth party. Oh no, that's not very good. It looks like another African duo is up here on the top of the hill. He might be able to get a kill onto the Bull Balls I Can duo. Will it happen? Not sure, but they do have ultimate high ground here with good coverage. Void down below. Not sure if he's going to be able to do anything against this team though. Go's going to rotate through. Shots are going to go down here. Go can pick up a little easy kill, but he's not going to go for it. He goes for the tag instead. Boyd's definitely dead here. There's no way he gets out of this at all. See you later, alligator. Rewind comes in from Father Ali. Lovely rewind. That's the third party's coming through from a Bull Balls and I Can, the best duo from the Middle East. Trying to make something happen here. It's actually likely that this fight does happen because the Bull Balls and I Can are extremely aggressive. And so are African duo, so it's Middle East versus Africa on the main stage. This is going a little bit more defensive than I would have actually thought. Can pushing up along with a Bull Balls. A Bull Balls is up in the front. Doesn't land any of the shots right there. Gets turned into one shot. With the by 15, I can only assume is the shotgun that he's using. That thing literally shoots marshmallows. If it was an HS, it would have one pumped. Oh, shots are going to go down again. He's able to land one of them. Oh my god. The African duos are popping off today. They might not be the consistent region, but my god. Are they using their mechanical skill to their advantage, able to take down the best duo from the Middle East. Also, while that was going on, Zanpro has died at least 14 times. And now he's died so much, he's actually out of the competition for game number 6. So, goodbye, bro. Gone but not forgotten, buddy. Bro thinks he can challenge me. Idiot. Oh, 4 came in a little bit of a scrappy one here inside of their car. Gonna stay alive for now though. Still 39 people left alive in this zone as it gets extremely small and closes in. A 2v1v2 here. Low Tex and his duo Hypno in between Nashty and Ga along with Tom Pips from 4 came in. You do not want to be standing outside in this area of the map. It's not a good area of the map to be in. Hypno now one shot. He pushed up too early and too fast. Ga should be using his plates to get himself back up to full HP. Pretty much there now. He should be good to go, rotating into the zone. Doesn't want to take that fight at all. Low Tex, on the other hand, does want to take the fight against Nashty and get some damage done to him. Oh my god, I think they might die on this. Hypno does get knocked. Nasty's still trying to go for a 1v2 play here. The third party could come in at any moment and get them both killed. Not going to happen though, as it looks like there's no sniper or SMRS player close enough to make that happen. Rusty along with Layla's up on top. These guys are number 1 on the scoreboard after the first 5 games, and I think they could be after the first 6 games as well, unless Stiller has something to say about it, along with Secret. Shots come down. It looks like Secret's landing a couple of them. They're going to rotate off that mountain. Now they're going to get third party from behind here as Fund, along with Soy Topo, a team that's also in the top 5 right now, are pushing in from the rear. Secret and Stiller not letting them get out of this situation whatsoever. Rewind going to get you. Stiller and Secret tech high ground from this duo. Definitely one of the best duos inside of the Philippines. They finished 3rd for the last duo tournament. Oh my god, SMRS across the map from Magic? Oh, actually from Low Tex. Shots going down here. A third party coming in from Europe's finest. Stiller is going to get knocked by Layla, and now that leaves only Secret alive to make something happen here for this TSG duo. Finishing 3rd last week is not going to guarantee them a good placement this week, that's for sure, especially since Medic has been banned, along with Tempest and, of course, Jackal. Shots go down. Layla one tap here. Oh my god, I can't believe he got out of that situation. Such good Garena movement. As Low Tex and Hypno still trying to find him. Don't think it's going to be likely that they do find him, though. As they're staying alive for a little bit longer here. Oh, he's getting third partied as well. Anyone that hops on the top of that mountain gets third partied instantly. This time it's coming through from the Kuro team. Kuro Chucky and Kuro Felon. These guys are from USA. Oh yeah, they're going straight for the high ground. They might get third partied as well. Looks like Hypno's going to be first to engage. Rewind takes him back. Hypno's going to die and get knocked. Low-Tex is 1 HP here as well. Trying to hide for as long as possible. Chucky and Felon take the high ground. They're probably going to get third party peaked as well, whether it's from an SMRS or a DLQ will make a Maywa. Layla last alive from the top duo inside of the tournament, trying to stay alive for as long as possible. 31 people left up. He's going to die early this game. Not too sure how many points they were able to get. It was a couple though. I seen Layla with at least 2 kills. Not sure about the other player on the team being Rusty. Let's hop on board with Africa's team duo, Nana and Mello. Mello has 0 kills. Nana has 3. Shot's gonna go down here in just a second. It's gonna be them against a Filipino roster. They're gonna get knocked instantly and get taken out as soon as they get into the zone. RIP to the broski. Sleuth and Loading also experiencing a little bit of a fight right here. Oh my god, double Trapmaster kill onto the M7, boys. From Loading? That is ridiculous. Trapmaster does do a good amount of damage. Cluster Bomb not gonna take them out along with a Cluster Strike from the spotter. Bad spot for them to be in, but they do have the zone for now, so they don't need to rotate out of there just yet. Shots going down from many other teams. Low-Tech still alive in the same spot we seen him in earlier, which is good for him. What the hell did I just see? Did bro just pop down the freaking Mythic Diggly Dog? Secret going down to Low-Techs as well. That's going to take TSG out a 10th spot inside of game number 6. Not too good for them either. A lot of big time teams making terrible early game dropouts. As I see Fund and Soy Topo are still alive. Keep in mind, they're top 5 currently. They are top 5 at 36 points going into this game. They've spotted Low-Tex, hit the shot right onto him. He's going to be cracked here. Going to be a tough way for him to get in. He does have Snowboard, though. Is able to get into the zone. He should be able to heal up here if he stays alive for a little bit longer. It's a tough spot for him to be in. They've also spotted the Kuro duo. Spotter's going to be used here by Soy Topo. This is a good one to have late game, but he's going to need to use it better than what he just did. Shots go down on the Low-Tex. He's going to fall early as well. Now only 6 teams left in the end game. Kuro, Chucky, and Felon still have their both players alive, well and ready. Spotter is not in use here for the team of Soy Topo and Fund. Oh dear, Fund last alive on the team. He's going to go out inside into the zone. I think that he does have the medic plate carrier. He does. He's going to go out for the end game zone heal off. This is highly likely to work, not going to lie, as Flex and Panchito stay alive, going for the win. They know that Claude's around here. Claude's picking up like 3 kills in the end game, which is very good for him. These guys did finish high in the last week's duo event, but this one's more so based off of kills and strategy instead of placements. Shots go down. Claude's going to get eliminated, and I think that's going to be all she wrote. Fund is outside of the zone. Flex and Panchito are going to take this game. The last player still alive using the medic plate carrier outside of zone. This thing right here is going to die as well as Fund. And the win should go to Flex and Panchito, as they don't have the medic plate carrier. They do, so they also have it. They've definitely won this game. Interestingly enough, people are still trying to do this medic strat outside of zone. Even though we've banned the class ability, they're still managing to pull it off with the actual plate carrier, and it looks like Fund is going to finish in 2nd place again. I think they need to nerf this. Thanks for the flying jet, Irving. I think they need to nerf this down to be like only able to be used maybe 5 to 10 times, I would say, chat. Maybe like a 5 times spree. I think infinite is a little bit too much, chat. Oh, we got a kitten, bruv. Thanks very much, Irving. Hell yeah, broski. Oh my god, Future City too. Holy, it's been ages. It's been months since I've seen a Future City. Thanks very much, Irvin. But as expected, the win went where the win deserved to go. Panchito ended up taking the win right there, chat. That's going to be game 6 down and out. It looks like good lost internet connection because of the brownout in the Philippines. Terrible time for that to happen, chat. Terrible time for that to happen indeed. Unfortunate brownout. It is what it is. It looks like the Philippines is really struggling today with that situation happening. They also might lose their MVP standings along with Slayer. A player like Magic could easily go up those MVP standings, considering he is getting quite a few kills. And some of the other players as well could also go up the MVP standings based off their performances today. Looks like Flex and Panchito take that home. They're going to get 25 total points, which is absolutely outstanding, chat. That's a really good amount of total points. Along with Fund and Soy Topo finishing off to the game 6 with 17 total points. Insolence and Rezox getting 7. God, bro. We might need to ban the medic plate carrier. I'm not gonna lie. We might need to ban the medic plate carrier, chat. It's just a little bit gimmicky at this point, isn't it? I'll have to put a little bit of a vote into the chat with the pro players, or maybe I'll let you guys decide on the YouTube community post tab of whether or not we should take medic plate carrier out of tournaments as well, just until they add, like, if they need to make it so that you can only revive yourself like 5 times. After that, you should not be able to revive yourself. I don't know why. Or maybe they should start the health that you revive yourself by at like 50 instead of 100. You know? I don't know about that, chat. I don't know. Maybe we'll debate taking the medic plate carrier out in the next tournament, chat. We'll ask you for sure. But yeah, thanks very much, Irving. Oh, he's not here anymore. He left. Damn, I missed him, bro. Yeah, Henry, I agree with you, man. I agree. Henry wants to see who the best solo player is in the world, interestingly enough. There's definitely a lot of people that would be up for running when it comes to best solo player, that's for sure. We can see TSG are in here as well. They got 6 kills that game. Didn't see much from Chapo that time around. He must have died a little bit earlier on as well. I don't actually see him there. He did. Yeah, he died early on. That's unfortunate. We can also see Rami and Tokyo dying early on, alongside Zaina and Scylla. Going down, you can see Baller died right at the start of the game. Hey, man, he put up a good fight against Holy Father. That's all I'm going to say. We'll get ready to go into this 7th and final game. It's unfortunate that Good did lose his internet connection. What the frick? Along with his electricity. Yo, Rita, thanks very much for the wheel dive. And you guys are giving hella gifts today. I appreciate you guys. Much love. As soon as Madnan's ready to go, we're going to get into it. I think Gut is down and out. Maybe he's still be able to play on his 4G, but his electric and Wi-Fi is gone. We're ready to go as soon as you are, Madnan, to get into this 7th and final game. Not sure where Chapo is here either. I know he's not from the Philippines, so he definitely doesn't have a brownout, that's for sure. As we get into the 7th and final game, chat. The 7th and final game. This will be the final game of today's tournament. Then we'll be able to crown the #1 duo. Remember, in between games, you're only allowed 2 minutes before the next game starts. If you're not in there in the 2 minutes, you will not be able to play. That's the way we've run all of the events, to make sure that people don't slow it down and take the piss out of the tournament. Ooh, I haven't seen Mick Dog this entire... Well, Mick Do. I just call him Mick Dog because he has gaming after his name.
Destroy the enemies.
Is what it is. Risky. Alright, we're into the 7th and final game, chat. Oh, wow. Looks like Holy Father got kicked off as well. Didn't see him join either, chat, but it is what it is. The Filipino brownout has been a... Wait, hold on a second. What the hell? Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Not that any of these teams were in contention to win anything, so it doesn't really matter. None of them are even close to the top 10, but...
First blood.
Guys? Really, guys? Yeah, we're not re-rooming. Unfortunately, we're not re-rooming. I see some people in TikTok saying that. That's just not possible. We don't have time to re-room, unfortunately. It is what it is, bro. I don't know which one of them did that, whether it was Holy Father or who it was that did that, that caused this, but I'm sure we'll see it in the VOD in not too long. But either way, none of these teams are up for the running. I'm actually interested to see what happens here, chat. Not gonna lie, to see if any of them actually pop off with their, I guess, new duo in the middle of a tournament. Oh my god, what the hell is that? I just got sent a transformer. Huh? I didn't know they had transformers inside of this. What the hell? Let's keep on board since it's our final game with the teams that are most likely to win the tournament, chat. And it's not going to be 4K, me and Guh, or Tom Pips, as they've just been eliminated straight off the bat along with Zanpro's team. They are gone and out. We need to find the other teams that are actually in the running to win it all, though, as we go down the list. A lot of people dying early on this time around. I'm trying to look for Layla and Rusty. Trying to look for Layla and Rusty here. it was Chapo. Well, there we go. Bro wanted to be number one, but unfortunately he cannot be, and he was the person that caused this. Oh, we know, chat. We know. Mandan can bring that up with him. Mandan, find out if it was Chapo that changed teams and caused Holy Father to not be with his teammate. Because if so, we might need to ban him. Either way, chat, this team, the team that is currently number one on the leaderboards, is looking like they could have a very good finish with a little bit of an upset here in game number 7, but there is a couple of teams right behind them, being Ross Kid and Chamo, along with MJ, Hasbullah, Holiday in Bolivia, and Fund X Soy Topo. I think there was a guy that's actually kind of close to them. Am I tripping? It must have been him using his suit instead of somebody else. I heard a suit get used, but it is them. They should be fine for now. Staying alive. There's nobody around them either then. Yeah, they should be good. Make it into late game, possibly. Marab's going to die early on here. We'll have to find out who that was that caused that, chat. For sure. I'm going to go ahead while we're waiting. Look at Holy Father and update the scoreboards for the teams that are actually in the consideration to win it all. Madman, ban the word reroom, please, on TikTok. Appreciate you. All right, let's update this scoreboard. Okay. As Holy Father's already got a singular kill. There we go. Ooh, it's actually closer than what I expected it to be. Did they really have that bad of a game? Did Rusty and Layla really have that bad of a game last time? There's no way, right? There's no way they had that bad of a game. Wow. That is surprising, YouTube. I'm putting it on your screen in just a second as well. As shots are being fired by the Holy Father onto COD Ninja. He still has his teammate, his newly formed team right here, chat. I don't know how we're going to count up placement points off this. I don't think any of them are going to get placement points, so it's not like it's going to matter anyway. As these teams have been having a really hard day to do anything. Father's going to get killed right here. Never mind, he rewinds back up. Shots go down onto West. He's going to almost crack him, if not crack him right there. Tooth is down below him. This is Sandpro's teammate, I think. Not looking good. Still don't have an update right now as to what happened there, chat, in the lobby of game number 6. Or game number 7, sorry. I have no idea who caused that, but we can't re-rim because I don't have time to do the re-rim. So it is what it is. I am on a strict schedule, and I will be from now until July. The R's are slotted in, chat. Okay. Getting his teammate's tag, which for this game seems to be Holy Father. Let's hop on over to a team that is actually gonna win it though, or at least up for a chance to win it. We're looking at Flex and Panchito. Flex and Panchito. These guys are currently on 51 points. They're 5th place. And they only have 1 kill. They could win it if they have like a solid 20 kill game. If they get 20 kills in a win, they'll win the entire thing. So every team from number 1 the whole way down to number 5, if they have a good game this time around, they will win. Everyone else doesn't really stand that much of a chance of winning. So it's going to be between, yeah, those top 5 teams. If Holiday and Bolivia really pop off, they could possibly do it. But I see that as being highly unlikely. They would need for the other teams to die very early on, and I don't think that's going to happen, especially since Layla and Rusty know that they're so close to winning the tournament. Keep in mind, Layla is actually one of the players that is right behind in the MVP voting, so he might go into first place based off this game and this tournament inside of the MVPs. Just goes down. Let's hop on board with loading. These guys are a little bit further down that leaderboard. They are in 7th place. They could get into the money here very easily if they have a really good game. So they could. Father's able to take down another one, but he might die here to Zaina. Ooh, rewind from Zaina. I'm interested about that. I don't know if that was the play, but a little 1v1 against the girly pop. She could post it on her page if she won it. The question is, can she win it? As Holy Father's getting as much loot as possible. Armor plating up. And he's going to get out of that action. Zaina doesn't know where he even went at this point. She might actually try and track him down in a moment here, or either get her teammate up, but we'll have to wait and see. As we'll hop on board with arguably the best COD Mobile player of all time, ladies and gentlemen. There's never been a player like this in the history of Call of Duty Mobile, chat. I think it's pretty obvious why. He is the #1 Call of Duty Mobile player, chat. I mean, just look at the crosshair.
Shield turret deployed.
Guys. There's just no way. There's just no way.
Airdrop
What am I looking at right here, guys?
coming.
Baller, you can't jump over the Desperado. Baller, please. Baller. Anyway, moving on to teams that might actually win. How about that, chat? Let's do that. How about that? Let's go see what Soy Topo and Fund are up to. It looks like they're using the spotter. They're in a fight against the last week's #1 team. Just able to take a lot of shots there and get knocked. Senior J last alive on the duo here. Soy Topo also in a little bit of a fight there, taking him down. Last week's #1 team are no longer crowned victorious as the best duo inside of Call of Duty Mobile. They have been dethroned. Unfortunately for them.
Airdrop has been delivered.
There was no medic able to be used here, which is probably why. I want to see what Chapo's up to, considering the circumstance that he's currently in. This is why we obviously say that every player needs to stay in their team slot and not move around, because the game doesn't move you around in team slots at all unless you click it, so. And it looks like we might see Marab versus Father here. Oh, able to take down one Holy Father on a spree. 4 kills on the board. This is his most kills out of any game. There's no way. Chapo's still here as well. Okay, let's see if he can make something happen here. Chapo 1v1 against Holy Father. Shots go down, able to land a lot, but he's gonna get killed by the biggest player in the Philippines. Just like that, Chapo is dead. And now Holy Father's going against Marab in a 1v1. His ex-teammate has been spotted. Oh, Holy Father's gonna go for it. No, he's not. He's gonna play it back. Sliding in through. Looking for his ex-teammate. Shots are going to go down here. It should be an easy kill for Holy Father, and that's exactly what happens. 6 eliminations is unbelievable. We need to get Holy Father some better teammates, chat. Honestly, we need to get Holy Father some top-tier pro teammates again. Because, bro, he's gotten so much better at the game, please. If you kill this guy, you're him. Oh, his teammate stole the kill, but hey, it doesn't matter. At least they're going to get it, right? They got the knock. Like we love to see. Oh, Holy Father actually is gonna get it because he got the self-revive in. There we go. 7 eliminations on Holy Father's board. He spotted Rami, his teammate, in there. Not able to get the knock onto that. Tokyo's been spotted as well. Getting shot from the side. Rewinds back into the house. Holy Father in a little bit of a tear. As more SMRSs are being used at every possible moment. The zone is collapsing in on itself here. There only is 41 people alive. Rami just dominated Holy Father through the wall. I don't even know how that happened, but that was crazy.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Unbelievable shots through the wall, and now it's all down to Holy Father's fake teammate to try and keep him alive. I doubt that's going to happen. Tooth's probably going to die here. He's going into Bowler's spot. There could be a third party potential here from that team across the way from them. As long as he stays alive for as long as possible, he should be good to get him back. Now let's hop on to a team that is actually in the running. They only have 2 kills. Fund and Soy Topo not looking too good this game, but don't let that distract you from the top team in the entire tournament. About to get into a fight here against Icons. Defender goes down. Hades is being used. Another defender needs to get placed here. He's probably going to die here. See you later, Rustigator. And a rewind play will come through here. Able to get him back into the action. Bang, rewind, surely. There we go. Teammate's going to come back here. Rusty and Layla live to survive another day. Remember, they're #1 on the scoreboard. The team right behind them is MJ, Hasbulla. Actually, there's 3 different teams on 53 points, so they're all very, very close. The question is MJ and Hasbulla still alive? I don't see them here. No, I think MJ and Hasbulla may... No, they are alive. So they are. Love to see it. What about the best player in the world? Is he still alive?
Here we go.
Yep.
Incoming.
The best player in the world is still alive, guys. Don't worry about it. Let's go into first person, see where he's... Oh, okay. Yep. All right. He's got the RAL MG equipped. He's about to do some serious damage. As you can see, the crosshair placement is absolutely key. Crouching right there, you know, he's just proving his dominance on the main stage, chat. He has nothing to worry about. A player like Baller knows exactly what to do in this situation. Camping in the corner of this random shack in the middle of nowhere that's barely in the next zone. They just understand it, chat. They just understand it like other duos don't understand it, chat. And that's why they're just the best. Ain't that right, Baller? Ain't that damn right with your Charlie skin on? You're goddamn right. Oh, there's no way he's... Mods! Ban him. Where is Holy Father? He's still alive. What the hell? Holy Father's still up? Nah. You're not gonna get any placement points, surely. Oh, Tokyo. Oh my god. Holy Father's old teammate taking a lot of damage right there, but there is a player over on the side. It's gonna be Rami. Oh my god. Is Holy Father now the best player in 4K? Ain't no way, broski. Taking down another one. 8 kills on the board. He might beat his record for the most kills he's ever had in a game right here, chat. Oh, Rusty's also died to Slayer. That's not good. They might die early here and not win this tournament if they both get killed. We'll have to hop on board and see what that's going down like. I can see nobody. Where is he? Oh, wow. Slayer's in the middle of nowhere compared to his teammate. That's not good. Layla's still alive, though. He stays up for a little bit longer, using the snowboard to stay moving. So he's a harder target to hit. Thanks, everyone, for following on TikTok. Appreciate you. Layla, still alive. Looking good. They just need to get some placement points here, and they can do this. But with that being said, Hasbulla and MJ are right on their tail. Matter of fact... Oh, no. If they get into another couple of fights here and get first place, they might take the win off of these guys. That's for sure. I have no idea where the win is going to go actually right now, because there's only 12 points in it, and there's only 14 points between 5th and 1st, which is crazy. Crazy close. It's actually probably one of the closest tournaments we've ever had. And with a little bit of a mix up there in game number 7, it's going to be even closer now. Looks like MJ spotted Super Jeff and Narosa from the 4K main roster here. Adsbu also around the side. Let's see where they are in the zone. They're actually in the next zone as well, so they're going to be chilling for now. We'll go on and check out Tokyo. He's able to take down Tooth, and I think Holy Father and him have been eliminated. Like I said, neither team got any placement points, so it didn't matter anyway. They're also not in the top 10 or in the money regardless, so we don't need to worry about that. Unfortunate situation with those two teams, though. As it looks like Tokyo is still staying alive here. 7 kills for the team on the board. They should be looking pretty good here going into the latter half of this game. There's only 32 remaining players left. The zone is very small, though. And it's about to get even smaller in the next minute. As TSG are in a little bit of a fight. We haven't seen them do too much today. I can't believe he didn't die to that SMRS to the face, but here we are. Bro did not get cooked. And still stays alive for a little bit longer. Tom getting crushed again because of the net. Yeah, it's been a tough day today in today's tournament. We've had a lot of brownouts here from the Philippines, and then somebody decided to switch spots for their team after the 2 minutes between games had been counted down. Still don't know who that was, but I'm sure I'll figure that out after the tournament. Not that it mattered much, because none of them were in the top 10 running anyway. As Stiller and Secret are moving in to get some loot in the zone. The next zone is about to collapse in itself in 27 seconds, and it seems like Fund is in a fight. His teammate Soitopo is already knocked, and they are going to be going out, definitely not winning the tournament. So we can confirm that Fund and Soitopo do not win, as they have been eliminated. Rusty also goes down. Layla's last alive on their duo. They also still have 0 kills, as Layla might go up behind Hasbu and MJ to get a couple of free kills and also take them out of the running to win the tournament, as they are second place currently. This would be a bad fight for Layla to take unless he can confirm it. It looks like this fight will actually happen here. MJ now using a nade to go and kill Layla. Not able to land it fast enough as Layla rotates out of that situation entirely using a snowboard. Layla still being targeted here from the side. It's a car. Who's in it though? Ooh, a random team that is not on the scoreboard here. Lewis along with A-Man. Shots going down onto him. He should be one shot here. They're not able to land it. Finally getting the knock. MJ picks him apart. Lewis last alive. Layla might be able to take him down. Nope, he's not going to go for it. He might get targeted by an SMRS here on the side of this mountain by the team that is currently second place. Oh dearie me, this is not good whatsoever. As Layla is able to rewind back out of there entirely. This is such a bad spot for Layla to be in, but he's using his Garena movement with the snowboard to his advantage as much as he can. He needs to find a place to be safe, but it's really tough for him to really do anything here. Oh dear, Toxic Overload. He's going to go down and use his rewind again. How is Layla still alive at this point? Unbelievable. Slayer's in that house as well. He can't go in there either. I can't believe he's still up. Oh, Necro and Slayer. Gonna be another team that takes some damage off of him here. Spotting even more players. Layla just trying to stay alive for really as long as he possibly can, as he's currently the #1 team inside of here. He finally gets 2 points for placement. So that's gonna bring them up to 67 points, chat. 67 total points. And he spotted Hasbu here. He might be able to get a kill. Oh dear. Oh, don't know about this play. It might come back to haunt him. He's staying alive, but I don't know. He could have just sat there and not taken any fight and got even more placement points. We'll have to see if this haunts him in the future now. Nade in the hand. He does have a Jag 12, and that's the only gun he has. So that's actually kind of bad for him as well. This is a tough spot for him to be in. Keep in mind, this guy is currently #1 in the leaderboard. And the team that is #2 is the team he was right beside just moments ago that we've seen right there. They're still alive with 5 kills. They're actually catching up to Layla. He is really struggling here. Jack 12 in hand. He does have another rewind shot to use here. He could take down Yahtzee with the Jag 12 as well. Oh god, he's getting targeted in between 2 different teams here. Needs to use a rewind to get out of there, that's for sure. Staying alive for a little bit longer here. He does have plates to make it work. He needs to use the tree and this car. Go into the other one. No, oh my god, Layla, this is terrible. He's gonna die here. Oh dear, dies in 8th place, I believe. And now it's all down to MJ and Hasbulla to take this home for the Philippines. They're currently in the #2 spot. Holiday and Bolivia are right behind them on the leaderboards, but they don't have enough kills to make it happen. It's all down to Leap MJ and Hasbulla to make this work and to close this out. Taking the #1 spot off Layla and his teammate Rusty. They were second place, trying to get first place in this tournament. Could get a little third party here if it's possible. It will come through. 2 Jag 12s being used at the same time. Interesting play here from MJ. Hasbulla's still alive, but there is a player outside of the zone here behind them. It's going to be Panchito. He's too far for him to really cause any inconvenience. Hades and SMRS here from Hasbu. SMRS could be used. I'm hoping that MJ has a revive to be able to be used here. He does. Self-revive comes through. Hades is also coming in from Hasbu as well. This is looking like it could go in the way of them. Shots go down. Able to take down Stiller. Now it's a 2v1 situation. Secret last alive for TSG. Unless Stiller has a self-revive right here, he is going to get cooked. And it looks like that's going to be all she wrote. They win the game, but we're not sure if they're going to be able to win the tournament off of that performance. We have absolutely no idea if they're going to win the game off of that performance at all. I think Rusty and Layla finished with 6-7. Maybe 67 points. We'll have to look at this scoreboard right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we pull it up. 7 kills in a first place finish is going to give them 22 total points off of that game, which would bring them up to about 75. So I think they may have got the win, chat. I think they may have taken it off the team that was on top before that game started. We'll have to wait and see, as TSG also had a phenomenal game. They were able to get 24 total points, so they might actually go into the top 5 off that. Flex and Panchito also staying alive for as long as possible there. They're going to go in and get some more money off of that, probably. Slayer and Necro, terrible time at the office today. Bolivia and Holiday got 3 kills, but not good placement. Then we can see Super Jeff and Narosa coming in also. 4 kills with a 6th place finish. We go down the list. You can see Layla and Rusty. They're going to finish on 6-7 because they got a couple of points for placement. There's Tokyo and Remy with 9 kills. They're also going to get a few points for placement as well. Bowler actually finished in 10th place. Hey, there we go. A little placement point on the chat for Bowler. We love to see that. You go further down the list. You can see where all of the players ended up facing off and dying. Still don't know who actually caused that mishap there. But yeah, no team had placement points for those teams that went mismatched into the final game. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. And then, all right. Okay, so nobody tagged us from Chapo, Holy Marab, or Zenpro to inform us that they were on different teams. And also, unfortunately, somebody leaked the password, so we had to start the game anyway due to the bug that's currently in the game. But since none of those teams got any placement points, it doesn't matter. We'll just add the kills to the respective team. I don't think any of them are going to finish in the top 10 anyway for the leaderboard, so I highly doubt that it will really make a difference. But yeah, the password was leaked by Remy and Zaina. So it is what it is, chat. We can't change it right now due to the bug inside of the game because it destroys the entire lobby. There was actually a kill missed from the last leaderboards, chat, but I don't know if it will really make much difference to the current leaderboard. I'm going to go ahead and probably update it anyway, just before we get the final Game 7 leaderboard put on your screens. We'll just do the fixed Game 6 one for now. Holiday and Bolivia actually had 1 more point than what we said they had before. Chattington! Pookie Barringtons! There we go. I'm going to put this over here. TikTok, put it on the middle of the screen. We'll get the final one tallied up right now. I'm still super happy with Chapo's 1v2, chat. Not gonna lie, Chapo's 1v2 was awesome. Hopefully in future tournaments, we'll be able to see some great gameplay like that again, chat. What do we think? From Africa's very own, Africa's finest. Am I right or am I right, Pookie Bears? I think I'm right, Pookies. Okay. Are we ready to see the scoreboard, chat? Because I'm not ready to give it to you, that's for sure. A little bit of a messy one today, chat, but it's okay. We move on. Alrighty. I'm getting the scores in, chat. They said it's a close one. But to be honest, it seems like it's always a close one nowadays. It is always a close one, chat. Also, a little update on the MVP rewards. Earlier in the tournament, Layla was the MVP for this tournament. Ross Kid was 2nd. MJ was 3rd. Chamo was 4th. Holiday was 5th, along with Rusty. Then Bolivia, Hasbullah, Fund, and Magic rounded out your top 10 for MVP. If Magic had a decent game that time around, he might actually go up in the MVP voting, chat. He might actually go up in the MVP voting, that's for sure, but we'll have to wait and see. Of course, we'll put the MVP voting on the story after today's stream ends. Questions coming through. Also, Ferg, is there going to be any $10,000 multiplayer tournaments this year? I'm not going to commit to anything, brother, because we already have a multiplayer championship for the World Championship, so I'm not going to commit to any multiplayer tournaments. I like to support BR since they get no help. Multiplayer already has so many different events that go on throughout the year, so we're really the only ones propping up the Battle Royale scene and have been for the last 2 years, so I kind of would like to just support the people that don't get the support they deserve, like we've been doing since 2024. Ain't that right, chat? Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Chattington. Somebody's asking about a solo tournament, chat. Since this one's wrapped up, what do you guys think about a solo event? A little solo tournament. Would that be of interest, chat? I think it would be. I think we might have to do a little solo tournament, Chattington, sometime very, 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 very soon. Yeah, we'll debate about it. Maybe after July, chat, we'll do a little solo tournament. How about that? Not the next one, chat. Not the next tournament, but definitely I'm interested in it. I would love to do another solo tournament. We haven't done one of those in so long. And it's arguably one of the funnest to watch because everyone's by themselves. TikTok universe, broski! Holy! Holy, Mr. Thank You with a little TikTok universe. We like that. Yo, Astro and Mr. Thank You coming in with the TikTok universes, bruh, for the $10,000 Jewel Destruction Tournament. Let's go, chat. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's go, mister. Thank you, mister. Thank you. Yeah, 2 TikTok universe. You got me feeling some type of way, chat. Yo, I'm rich. I'm rich, chat. It's time to forget about my day ones. I got 2 TikTok universes today, chat. I'm rich. It's time to forget about everyone, all of the day ones for sure. All right, we'll do a vote about the solo tournament, chat. How about that? But I think we should do one for sure. We should definitely do a solo tournament. Absolutely. Without a doubt, chat. You know, matter of fact, since we're crowning the best duo player, how about we crown the best skin ever released in COD Mobile? Oh my god, #1 on the shoulder for a reason, chat, is crazy. That is a crazy skin, man. I wonder who that is. He looks really succulent, chat, doesn't he? Honestly, I think this guy looks better in real life than he does even in his skin, chat. Chat, you have to agree with me. I'm the streamer. Chat, this is where you say yes. Oh. TikTok couldn't see it. Oh, I'm actually blocking it. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Goddamn right. Yeah. Yeah. That's goddamn right, chat. I was spitting facts. Best skin in the game. Holy. I'm the only BR player to have their own skin. What the heck is this, Marab? Oh, thanks very much for the homecoming ode, bro. This is the first time I've ever seen these transformer things, brother. All right, chat, are you ready for the scoreboard? It took us a little bit longer because it was duos today, but hey, yo. We're gonna go ahead and update it right now, Marab. I hope you had a good time today, bro. Weird ending though, wasn't it? I don't know how that happened, man. I don't know how that happened at all, but hopefully you had a good time nonetheless. Hopefully you had a little jolly time nonetheless, me broski. All right, let me update it over on all of your screens for now, broskis. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. That is, I mean, there it is, chat, on YouTube. Taking me longer than usual to put it on TikTok, that's for sureingtons. A little bit all over the place today, so we have been. Everyone's been all over the place today, haven't they? All right, TikTok, if you're now watching in the vertical version, you can see the official scoreboard. And it looks like the win does go home to MJ and Hasbullah. They're going to be your winners for today's Jewel Destruction Tournament, Chattington. They were able to pull through with a solid performance of 75 points, and they took the win at the end there against Rusty and Layla, as they only got 6-7 points. They only got 2 points for placement and no points for kill, and the win was taken away from MJ and Hasbullah. So congratulations to them for winning the Dual Destruction Duos Tournament. Rusty and Layla, of course, coming in 2nd place. Flex and Panchito coming in at 3rd place, along with Holiday and Bolivia at 4th. And Secret and Stiller sneaking their way in the money at 5th place finish. Congratulations to them as well. But that's going to do it for the finals of the $10,000 Dual Destruction Tournament. An interesting finish today, chat, if I do say so myself. But either way, I had a great time, and I hope you had a great time as well. With that being said, make sure to subscribe to all of the watch parties or of the creators or the players participating in the tournaments, along with following them if they're streaming over on TikTok. And that's gonna do it for me, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure to live your life with purpose. Do something to help you physically, mentally, financially with the rest of it. I am absolutely starving, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat before we go and do what we have to do for the rest of the day, Chattington. Gamers, it's been a pleasure. I will see you with another $10,000 tournament, maybe at the end of next month. Maybe there will be 2 of them. All right, chat, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you later, alligators, Chattington.